Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Sinister Sinema, where we are talking tonight about Martyrs and Revenge. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Does it sound horrible? Oh no.
Okay, so
What happened? I'm going to fix the sound real quick. Okay, just keep talking. Keep talking. You'll sound like...
Julia Stiles just said hello. Hello, Julia Stiles.
I
did adjust it, but that's what's messed
Y'all
up.
notice how white I am? Julia Stiles.
Nobody wants to see that, Carlos. I think that worked.
White.
It's only on the screen.
It's not. Is it connected?
Camera, it's taken
You can
down.
hear
How many fucking cameras are on me?
Was working, and then whatever you, when you were like, is it? No. Yeah, I can say whatever you want.
No.
Oh.
You can hear it right now live.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't sound messed up. It's not even connected. It doesn't even show that it's connected. Okay.
Oh. No.
It's working?
Should we, hi, test.
Okay. That's weird because it doesn't even show that it's connected.
Okay. Carlos does not approve of what just happened.
I think I might go back out to my trailer.
Oh, no. Well,
My
sorry.
trailer, I mean second bathroom.
We had some technical difficulties. Oh my God, is it not working again?
Our producer Jamie is flipping out.
Yeah, she's an intern that we don't pay. She's doing it for school credit. I can hear you, but the sound is not great. Oh man, this is terrible. It's picking up through that, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it on?
It's on.
I know this.
I have to look into getting a new co-host. Hello?
test.
I'm drunk already.
I mean, I hope you should be.
BTW.
Will you push that?
Sounds good now? The sound is good? Or is it what?
Hello?
Test.
This is...
What the hell is that?
There's
Rude.
Yeah. Well, it should be going now.
Okay.
Does it sound good?
I'm just playing. You have to understand. You know me, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it's working.
They're listening to his banter. They're probably like, this dude is a dick. Ooh. Ooh.
No, but it's fine.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh. So. Okay. Now we're trying this one more time, and if not, I'm gonna burn the Carlos's mom's house down. Okay.
Oh, we're still doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still doing it. Okay, it says it's fine now. I don't know what happened. Our audio interface.
You're up.
Our audio interface went out.
It's cool.
I don't even know what we were talking about before we started.
You were introducing the films.
Oh yeah. Okay. So tonight we're gonna watch we watched Martyrs and Revenge. Revenge is the movie. It is a original movie on. It's an original movie on.
Harry Poppins just followed
Oh,
us.
hey, Harry Poppins.
Who's Harry Poppins?
That's Mary Poppins' son, grandson. But he's also
Fucking makes
Great
sense.
grandson.
great grandson.
Makes sense.
Mary Poppins. Harry.
I was going to say
Score
without all the Germans,
Poppins.
but I was thinking of Sound of Music.
No.
I get
So-
those two confused.
Same. It's the same
Sound of
thing.
Music and the Mary Poppins
the
are
same.
pretty much the same, without the Germans. So the tonight is we watched Martyrs from 2008 and Revenge from 2017, both French horror movies, torture, mayhem, madness, all that good stuff.
And it's cool because I really like French bread and French fries.
I mean, I thought it'd be a great idea because I love baguettes.
Yes.
So, you know.
Baguettes.
It's the one.
Those
It's the one
baguettes that
thing.
they sell at Jimmy John's, the thin ones with the sandwiches.
That have meat in them.
Yeah.
They're baguettes with meat.
Baguettes with meat.
Yeah, those are good. So, Raz was in town, and she is a big horror fan.
You introduce yourself.
I'm Raz.
And she's also rad. Look at her shirt.
Rads.
I'm repping the Burbs today.
You should change your name to Rads.
I could be Rads because, you know, if you think I'm rad.
Just throw a D in
I'll
there.
teach you how to tattoo. That'll be your tattoo name.
Yeah?
Tattoo by Rads.
Yeah,
Okay.
tattoo by Rads.
Dude.
That's
I'll just
pretty
start tattooing people. It'd be great.
good. Yeah, so Raz is visiting us from California, and she's actually the one that picked out these two movies, which I don't know. They're both
And I was like,
French
man, this
torture
chick-
movies.
This chick
It's
is
my thing.
fucked up.
Yeah. If you didn't know me before,
I know you now.
Carlos is scared of me now.
Yeah. So we're drinking some French 75s, talking about some
Going with the
French films, and yeah,
French bread.
French bread.
French bread.
Wait, do we have French bread? I
Jamie.
wanted to get some of them chocolate croissants, and I forgot. I was too worried about the sound going out.
Yeah. We were going to have a weird mix of French 75s with, like,
High tension. Man, I didn't like that. If you really look at the ending, it makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, kind of like the ending of these two movies that we're watching, that we just watched.
they're not supposed to make sense.
They are to me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You can make sense of them.
Julia Stiles
Doug's
says,
like it's Doug, one of Doug's favorite movies ever is Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie.
"Oh
He
my
doesn't-
god,
So he doesn't
yeah,
really.
so good."
He doesn't really get to say shit like that because his movie taste.
He's disqualified.
Did you see how it ended though?
No, I've never seen those movies.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so, you know what?
Julia Stiles says that it reminds her of Hostel or him. I don't know if Julia is a man or a woman.
Julie's a man, I think.
Oh,
Slowly introduced. Yeah.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
torturers are slowly introduced.
Yeah, it's a weird. So yeah, I guess we're gonna the billboard just popped up, so we're officially talking about Martyrs right now. So yeah, the premise of the movie is torture.
In a nutshell, torture.
In a nutshell, torture of women.
Specifically women.
Specifically women in this one. And
So it's pretty much like a documentary.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's a pretty messed up, gory movie, and I don't know. They remade it in America, and then made a second one in America, which is like horrible. I don't know why they keep doing it.
I think the main person was in the movie was Julia Stiles, right?
Yeah, Julia Stiles was actually the main actress.
Julia Stiles fan club, does that seem right?
Ooh, nearly knocked over our bar over here.
Because I know she did horrible in the Omen remake, so she probably did horrible in this one.
We always have to ruin things, says Harry Poppins, and that's
yes,
true.
Yes, we do.
The Ring, The Grudge.
That's why I'm moving back to Mexico.
And they're making Train to Busan an American.
It's Trained in New York.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Trained in New York.
I don't think I can handle that.
I don't. It's one of the best zombie movies ever, and they're going to destroy it.
It won't be the same.
No.
No.
There won't be that emotional connection between.
I'm
the
waiting
father
for the
and son.
sadness to be the happiness.
And Julia Stiles will be the main character.
She'll be the main
Stiles will be
character.
the main character, and all the remakes.
Yeah.
The only good remake ever made was Evil Dead.
They need to remake.
I like
horror.
Fright Night. Did you see the Fright Night remake?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I didn't.
That's actually pretty good.
Really good.
And I was hesitant.
I kept telling them you need to watch it. They did it justice because it's changed just enough where it's still like, wow, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they put the original vampire in there. Like the guy that played the original vampire, he's just like a side character, like kind of.
See, that helps. Yeah, that helps.
Cool.
The cameos help when they do that.
What's up with that old broad in Martyrs?
Which old broad? The Burbs.
The Burbs is. I was really sad when the actor, the neighbor friend, Tom Hanks' friend, died. He died like what, last year?
Oh, in real life.
Yeah,
I was kind of bummed
the guy
out.
who played Art. Yeah, he died.
Damn, you are a Burbs nerd. I didn't even fucking know.
Oh, I
I
watched.
said Tom Hanks. What's his name in the movie?
It's like Rick Ducommun or something.
God damn.
I am a Burbs fiend. I watch it like a couple times a day.
It's
No.
I'm not kidding.
It's a great
I'm not
movie.
kidding.
It's a good movie.
Jamie can confirm that for us. She's doing her fact checking.
The naked old lady. She wasn't really old. She was just beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
And wrinkled from all the blood.
Yeah, basically the premise of it is there's a girl who escapes being tortured, and she grows up to try to get revenge against her torturers. And she does, but she's so emotionally messed up, she ends up taking herself out.
Right.
Yeah.
She's sort of haunted by, during her escape,
Yeah.
she stumbles upon this other woman who's also been captured,
Yeah.
and she wants to help her, but doesn't have time, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's a little kid and she's scared.
Right. So
she
she's
runs
trying to run
away.
away.
Yeah.
So she's running away, and that guilt, I think, is something that kind of haunts
Yeah,
her
it
for life.
manifests into like
Yeah.
an actual being that she sees. Yeah.
Right. And that cuts her, that hurts her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so she's hurting herself.
No, I'm not good. That fucking shot kicked my ass. Or that drink. There.
So now, are we good? Are we going to make
I had
it?
my. That's why I was like this. Like, oh god.
Wait, you already drank that whole drink?
I told you, Doug. I was thirsty.
Oh my god, we got water for that. Oh man.
Harry Poppins says.
Oh man, Harry Poppins 10 Things I Hate About You is one of the best movies, and Julia Stiles can probably agree. Yeah. Ooh. That's disturbing, Julia.
We're getting to the end of the movie if we want to talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. If so they go to this house to get revenge on this lady or on these people. It just flash forwards like as a kid
10
she
years.
gets stuck in a home with other people, and she befriends this one girl, and that girl's still her friends, and it says, and it's like 15 years later, and she's going to get revenge.
That's awesome.
She's going to get revenge, and she breaks in the house, and this like
That's the best part of the movie when the dad opens the door.
yeah,
And it's bam, that's where it
boom.
starts, right?
and then like broke ass Sam Doherty comes in and fucking boom shoots her in the in the face or in the chest.
In the chest.
Yeah, did you guys?
That was a
think
little over
lady...
the top. Little over the top when he flies all the way back and hits the banister of the stairs.
But I kind of love that, right?
No, of course,
right?
yeah.
Did you think though that she just looked like the French Shannon Doherty with bad lips?
So her
gross.
lips were
hot.
very.
Dude,
And it makes you even more hot because she's so crazy.
why didn't she put on some chapstick?
She needed chapstick so badly.
Do they not have chapstick in France?
They have.
Every time she came on screen, I would think in my head, crack lips.
Yeah,
It's all I could see.
Yeah,
so
her lips were
Shannon
so
I
effed up.
didn't see the Shannon
She
Doherty
definitely needs chapstick.
in her.
She looked like she could have been Shannon's sister or something. To me,
Okay.
that's to me.
Was it the hair?
She's hot.
No, I mean her eyes.
It was her eyes. You
Yeah,
thought
she
she
had
was
the eyes.
hot.
Yes.
Carlos
Wait,
was
it was
attracted
Lucy.
to her.
You thought Lucy was hot?
Yes.
The crazy chick?
I kind
It was
of
the
thought
craziness.
she was a
that took me
looker.
over the
Oh, he's into crazy. He's into crazy. That's what.
keep you on your toes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, it was
Right,
weird.
she did need chopstick.
It was actually
it was all we could see.
Crack lips that did
Yeah.
it for me.
Oh, those lips.
Be like kissing rocks.
Oh my god. You mean crack rocks? Oh. It's rough. Well, anyways, she gets her revenge. She kills the people. Oh no. Carlos is
We need a
gone.
minute. We need a minute.
Because the lyric. She's making me laugh more.
Oh no. This is a good time to talk about our sponsor, Pathwater.
Oh yeah, Pathwater.
This week's sponsor of
Take
the
your
show is Pathwater.
No, she has to do it.
I have to do this
have to
because
say
it's
the
my
tagline.
bottle.
And you have to say
The
take
tagline.
choose your path.
Path water.
Pathwater.
Choose your path with path water. You can get this at any airport, probably in the U.S.
And it's only $57.
$57. I got it from the airport because I
If you
traveled.
buy that and the new GQ, you're looking at an easy $115.
You can also buy it on Amazon, which would greatly help us out. Pathwater, choose your own path. Okay, so back to the show.
Yeah.
We can you see this good? Can everybody see this? We need that sponsorship
Larry
money.
says she almost choked.
So yeah, Lucy ends up killing herself because the invisible woman that she's crazy, she
Right.
sees it.
So she is haunted by the guilt of not having saved this other woman who's
Yeah.
being tortured,
Yeah.
right? And so she cuts herself because
Yeah.
she thinks that she's seeing this woman
And she thought,
cutting her.
she thought
Hurting.
after killing the people that jacked her up would make her be satisfied.
And go away,
Yeah,
right?
because she's saying, "Look, I killed them. You can leave me alone now. I
Did
killed
you
them.
say dem?
Dim. I killed them.
Killed
Yep.
dem. Sorry.
Yeah.
How did she cut her own back, though?
Like this.
We
She
were
has
wondering
bodies.
the same
It's
thing.
called yoga, bro.
So
Yeah, but that one went all the way down to her ass crack almost.
that kind of flexibility
Look,
is insane.
I'm going to jump ahead to the other movie. There's a lot of wounds in this movie and the other movie that just don't bleed. And it's very
Are
disturbing.
you sure though? Because there was a lot of blood in Revenge.
Okay, there was.
Harry
but-
Poppins went after this.
How'd you do that?
I know.
That happened. Well, okay, so whenever she goes to kill herself, she takes the razor blade and she cuts all the way down her arms.
No, like from up here.
From up here,
All the
like
way up here.
all the way down.
Yeah.
And then
They don't bleed.
they're just not bleeding.
Those didn't bleed. You're right.
She'd
You're
be
right.
dead in like 2 minutes with that.
Totally, because that's, probably an
I don't
ideal
want to say I
way.
don't like the movie because I really like this movie.
Yeah, I know. you
But
do.
I'm like, come on, why aren't you bleeding? You just took a straight razor and slit your
show us
arm
the
from
blood.
shoulder to wrist and nothing.
Right. It's true.
And she's not cutting
Maybe she
for
barely.
attention.
Maybe she
wants
just cut.
to do
Maybe
half.
yeah.
just went
Oh,
in
yeah.
barely.
She for real wants
barely went in.
It barely went in.
Barely. It's.
Wait, they wanted to
It
rate
was
it.
such a deep gash.
Is that true, Jamie? They wanted to try to get her rated PG for that? That guy can't be real.
They tried.
Because
The less blood,
The
you know,
American
the
version got a
closer you could
PG.
get to a better rating, like a PG-13 rating.
because
It's
the
weird. The
other
American version got a PG, and so did Finding Nemo, just because of the Barracuda scene.
But what was the movie we watched last week where we were too drunk to talk about it?
Oh, fuck, I don't even remember.
See, me neither. That's
What was it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Last
Black
week?
Phone.
Oh yeah, Black Phone.
Dude, I wanted to say so
But
much
Sinister.
shit, but you got me so drunk.
So you guys didn't even talk about the Black
No,
Phone?
we did.
Okay.
Like
We even had a
5
phone sitting
minutes out of a 2-hour show.
So
What a great movie.
Sinister, we talked about last week. They actually did try to get a. They actually tried to get a PG-13, but it's like about murdering families.
For Sinister?
Kids. Yeah, they tried to get a PG-13 with that.
That's interesting.
And they did not get it.
No, I don't think they would have.
No.
With that theme.
No.
But, you know.
You know.
Black Phone definitely, I think, could not be a PG-13 thing, right, Jamie? If you could
No.
confirm that for us.
Yeah. No, Black Phone is definitely rated R.
Yeah, that was my favorite scene, the lawnmower scene.
The lawnmower
I
scene,
love
yeah.
that scene.
Yeah.
Because Ethan
Yeah.
Hawke pushes away from his desk, and it makes it all.
Yeah, so
shit.
you know what I did find out? Like after we watched that, and after I didn't even talk about this last week because things went awry.
I wanted to talk
I
about
want
his
to apologize
movies.
to anyone who was watching last week because
All 3
things
of
got
y'all.
really.
Thanks.
Yeah, the 3 people who were watching to learn something about Black Phone last week. Sorry. I don't know what we talked about. I think we probably started talking about your dad's lawnmower business once the lawnmower scene came up. I don't even know.
That's crazy. You know how, like, when Mexican babies, regular babies, you get, first birthday, here you go.
You got one of those little play school lawnmowers,
No,
didn't
I
you?
got a fucking full-size lawnmower.
Oh, like a real one?
Yeah, the
Wait, how old were you?
It was like the ones that go by themselves when you click on it and you drive. So I was just hanging on it.
Just dragging your feet. Dude,
That's dangerous.
that's cool. I wish I was Mexican.
They don't know. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so
You see this face? It was like a flashback to Nam.
like hanging onto that lawnmower.
Yes. All right. Come back.
Come back in. So
No, I had heard too. He said he heard it sucked.
Wait,
She
what
heard
did?
he- I guess Black Phone.
Black Phone?
Black Phone was
It was pretty good.
spectacular.
I loved it. I didn't
No,
think it was
spectacular. It was. I
Well,
mean,
it's-
you agreed, right? You agreed. You agreed.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I
Okay.
heard.
I liked it a
See,
lot.
you heard it was complete trash.
But you know what it is?
I kind of yes.
It's like everything. It's like what was the latest James Wan movie?
The latest one,
The one that got terrible. Malignant.
Malignant.
That thing got terrible reviews.
Of course.
People were. That was the most.
And
That was
I
the biggest
loved
talk.
it.
Besides Army of the Dead, Malignant was the biggest talked about movie on the internet and the horror sites that follow.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, it was fucking trash and this and that. And I fucking love that movie.
Dude, I
Me
did
too. Okay,
too.
it was ridiculous. There's no doubt about that, right?
But it's horror. It's like,
exactly. I loved it, but I know it's ridiculous.
but it's supposed to be ridiculous.
Exactly.
You know, like I mean, that's
Exactly.
the whole
He
thing.
came out and said that's what he wanted to do.
But also,
Right.
the main thing was we've talked about. We actually did an episode on this, I believe.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did we?
But it was everybody thought it was going to be in the same universe as all his other films.
Right.
So they were expecting a certain thing, and they went in and saw it, and they walked away. And the problem with horror film people a lot of times is they're just like stuck up assholes, and they're very like, well, that didn't make sense, you know, like whatever. Right. And it just. So they go in expecting something, they
yes,
don't
we
get
are.
it, and they're super upset.
Right. I'm open to things like that, though, right? Like, I love James Wan.
Yeah.
Right?
Makes great movies.
He does. I'm not going to be opposed to Malignant because it was different.
Yeah, I liked it.
I loved it. I loved it.
I'm going to say I loved it too then.
Hell yes. I might need another drink.
Okay. So what movies are we talking about?
Yes.
So back to Sinister. I mean to Black Phone. I just read, like just 2 days ago, that 2 or 3 days ago that Ethan Hawke, they actually filmed all that stuff with Super 8. You know, all the movies. He didn't know what was in the movies until he watched them on screen. Mm-hmm. So him watching them in his office was the first time he actually saw them while they were filming him. So he got like more real reactions.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what I thought. So I'm gonna make some drinks. You guys gotta keep talking about Martyrs. while I
Okay,
make
where
drinks.
did we leave off with Martyrs?
Shit, you could start anywhere in the goddamn movie.
Martyrs?
I know.
Fucking
We
brutal.
got to the point where
She kills herself.
she kills herself, and it's like that could be the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it could.
You're like, it's only been on for like 20 minutes. Or 30
Who we
minutes.
thought was the main character is now
Yeah.
dead, and she killed herself. But no. So then, her friend, was her name Anna?
Yes.
Anna, her best friend that she grew up with. I think it was her best friend.
Yeah, she's played by some French woman.
Oh, yeah.
Another French woman.
Jamie said the point where we're all wondering why they're still hanging around the murder house.
Yeah, this whole movie could be over if like they would have killed the people and just
Just
left.
left.
Yeah, but no, nobody was leaving. For some reason, everyone wanted to linger
To
in
like
this
sleep
murder
in the
house.
house where they just murdered 4 people.
Yes,
That's what I was thinking
Julia
too.
Stiles fan club. Everyone, we do not
They
understand
did not need to drag the
why.
bodies
Why
out.
was she trying to hide and bury all the bodies? Like that was going to do any good, right?
I'd say burn down the house, run away.
Yep.
That's what we were saying about it when we saw it again. Like, what was the point in that? Like, they couldn't help themselves, right? Like, maybe they wanted, like, she was taking a nap. Everyone was, like,
The
cozy
French.
in the beds. We're going to blame this on the French.
It's the French. They're hang
Right.
around.
I like how fancy we get with our cocktails here on the show.
If you can't see what Doug is
Who
doing.
washes a chain lady in a bathtub when she already looks like an old wallet?
Okay, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no shit. She has like a million fucking cuts all over her body.
Who?
Let's take you a warm bath.
We were saying the same thing. We're
How
like,
much would that shit burn?
like, that's not going to feel good. I'm sorry.
No.
Right?
Okay, so
Thank you.
whenever her friend's dead, she decides to spend the night in the house with all the dead people. And then the next day, she just happens to find a hidden door, which goes down into a torture basement, that was cool. I want one of those in my house. Not for torture, but for like movies or something.
That's what it is. It's butternut squash soup.
So-
what are they feeding her?
No,
What are they
it's-
feeding her?
it's
It was
pea soup-
green.
It's
It was
pea soup
green.
Anderson.
So
Pea soup Anderson.
it's Pea Soup Anderson's. For those who don't know what that is, it's near.
Pea soup is fucking gross. I've tried it. I cannot do it.
Have you had split pea soup?
If you've
I've had
driven
anything.
around in California at all,
Mashed peas is just fucking.
It's
Eat
not-
the bitches whole.
There's
Why do you want to
there's-
squash them all up
It's
There's
not
ham.
and
smash.
turn it into
there's
fucking
ham.
vomit? It's fucking vomit. You're eating vomit.
It's not smash, it's blended.
Fuck that.
It's a big
with
difference.
a ham flavor.
Gordon
So
Ramsay
I
would be
feel like
mad.
Gross. Just take the pea flavor. Why are you gonna change it into ham?
sorry. The ham is supposed to enhance it.
It's what shit? It's shit flavor?
It adds a smokiness.
Yeah.
No. It's fucking gross.
It only looks like vomit.
So,
It's
Martyrs.
true.
So,
yeah.
so she finds the torture dungeon and goes downstairs, and there's the woman that you were just talking about putting in the tub. She finds a woman chained up,
She's got
and she's got a crazy fucking
It looks like a
RoboCop
fucking...
mask on.
she's got what looks like a chastity belt.
Yeah, she's got.
It's like
Look up the band.
melded into her body.
Look up Decrepit Birth, and it looked like an album cover.
Dude, she had barbed wire around her stomach that
She
had
did.
grown. Her skin had grown around. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say before we talk about this woman, based on what we find out later, why they're doing this stuff. Why do they even leave that woman alive? Once she's not a viable candidate, they just leave her down there and torture her.
Yeah.
Or like,
Maybe she
why
wasn't
didn't
ready.
they just kill her? No, she was done. She was already seeing shit.
And there is no way she was gonna be a martyr.
No,
Like it was
she
over
was
for her.
done.
Yeah, it was over
At this
for her.
point, they're just torturing a bitch.
Right.
Sorry, a woman.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I did that.
What'd you do?
I just said the B word when we have a woman on the show.
Yeah, but she's cool, though.
She's cool, but she doesn't want to be called a bitch ever.
How about bad
True that.
bitch? Bad bitch.
Okay, I could be one of those. It's fine.
That's for your hip hop album.
Yeah, I have coming out soon.
I'm gonna make you an official chingona.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I'm white.
I'm from California, but I'm not sure what that means.
Northern California.
I'm from NorCal.
It means a bad bitch in Spanish.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Take it.
So now you gotta start wearing one of those big bandanas.
Yeah, I can get one. I can get one.
And you have to choose your side, red or blue.
Oh, here we go.
Oh fuck! I got a green one. What does that mean?
You're fucking.
Mine's
recyclable
yellow because
friendly?
I'm
I don't
Asian.
know.
I don't know. Is that weird?
You're recyclable friendly.
So, okay, back to Martyrs. Whenever she finds this tortured woman in the basement, she unchains her, somehow gets her up the ladder. Mm-hmm. I don't know how this woman still has the strength to stand, but she sticks her in a hot bath, and she proceeds to want to take...
Even if it was hot or cold,
A hot
that
bath,
shit would
like,
hurt.
yeah, it would hurt.
She might as well throw a bunch of salt in there and vinegar.
Right.
Like, so...
Yeah,
she
through a media cabinet. That
Yeah.
thing was like that wide.
So she has this
You're
like...
scraping my wounds.
She has this thing on her head that's like implanted in her skull.
It's like nailed into her
and
head.
so
Kind of like the album cover of Quiet Riot.
yeah, pretty much. So she goes out to the shed apparently and finds a giant screwdriver, and she just pries these nails out of this
They weren't even in
poor
that
woman's
deep.
head.
She's fucking crying.
Dude, blood's like coming everywhere.
It wasn't that deep.
But then she pulls the thing off and it's like jello everywhere.
Blood,
like
blood
gooey
first. Blood. And then when they peel off the RoboCop thing,
Yeah.
it's gooey.
Yeah, it's like-
See,
I think
that was
they said-
erotic for me too.
Oh, Julia Stiles is a freak.
Erotic? I don't know. But Carlos is down with that, so I'm not sure what that says about you. You like gelatinous situations happening?
I like the word gelatinous.
You got a fan, Carlos.
Couldn't handle my scissoring, buddy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So
Martyrs.
Martyrs.
So she's trying to help this crazy woman out, or this tortured woman out, and the woman has gone crazy.
Yeah, she's
You know.
beyond help.
Yeah,
Can't
but
help
then
it.
you're like, what is up with these people? They're like a nice, seemingly nice family in this nice house. They have kids.
Those are the ones you gotta fucking watch out for.
It's true.
Parents that love their kids? Fuck that.
Dude, like the movie Parents.
Carlos is a dad, by the way. Pretty sure he loves his kid. I don't think he means that.
You don't have to apologize for him. The damage is done. You don't have to try to cover it.
I'm, I'm fucking gone. It's too late for me.
He's gonna be
It's too late for Larry
he's gonna be
too.
shoved in the oldest old folks home ever. Like
Damn.
they're
gonna be like, you know what?
Pea
Don't even
soup. They're gonna be shoving pea soup in
Don't
your
even
mouth.
feed that guy. We want him to
No,
die.
hey Lyric. Whenever you stick him in the old folks home, make sure tell him he only will eat pea soup. Pea soup only. That's all he likes.
With ham. It
With
has to be
ham.
ham.
But Canadian bacon is the ham.
Canadian bacon.
Like, he wants Canadian bacon in his pea soup instead of ham.
Why can't they just
fancy.
fucking call it ham?
I don't know. It's
Ham
back
to give it
bacon.
chunks.
Because it's actually back bacon.
Yeah.
Canadian bacon is back bacon. I
had-
found this out recently.
We have
Backstrap.
had long conversations
Yes,
about
gross.
back bacon.
Backstrap.
It's gross.
Bread. It's Gina Fool.
Who do we got?
Cinco de
Mayu.
Mayo?
I know you.
That is that's a Mexican French person.
That's
Cinco de Mayo is half Mexican
And French.
and French Canadian.
Yeah, see? I knew. I could tell by the name.
Yeah.
That's a pretty easy
Guess.
guess.
Yeah.
bread.
Great job.
I mean, like,
Bread.
Julia Stiles fan club? I don't know. That scares me, actually. I mean, Julia Stiles fan club that actually likes horror movies, that scares me.
I think it's ironic.
Yeah, well,
It's gotta be.
I don't
It's
know.
gotta be. So what's up with the bread? Hey, Cinco.
Oh, it is Julia. Okay, cool.
Her fan club is not accepting new members. It's probably like pop it out.
Oh, bread.
Oh, you know.
Bread to go with the pea soup.
Yeah.
Okay. We really took pea soup and just ran with it. So,
Oh my God, what do you want?
I don't know. I need some pineapple juice.
we need a minute for Carlos to have
Eat the
it
cherry.
to freshen up.
Just eat
That's
the
a
cherry.
testicle.
My wife made that cherry from scratch. We grew it on our
That's-
tree.
Remind me to say thank you.
We grew it from a tree.
We grew it.
The
from a
old
tree.
lady comes in. The cat. No, that's Dustin Hoffman. What do you mean, Kathy Bates?
The old lady goes, okay. Dustin Hoffman? Where? The one with the turban?
Wait, the main lady.
Yeah, he was saying this earlier.
Wait, what do you
She
want?
resembles
Vodka.
Dustin Hoffman.
You don't want this?
Oh, I didn't know we had any more.
Yeah.
Is that pineapple juice?
Okay. Even though
he'll do it.
even though The Rock only paid for 2 episodes, we're gonna go ahead and shout out Tiramana one more
You
time.
can't see it. Tilt it at an angle.
Tiramana.
Block it with your hand.
No, that's how you get it to go in focus. But we have a manual focus, so it doesn't matter. We have a cinema lens.
Okay.
You haven't had the entire experience of giving.
Okay.
I'm going light on you here because I don't know. We still got a whole nother movie to get through.
It's Gina Fool. You haven't had the entire experience if you haven't.
This one's to sip on.
That's why they don't like
Okay.
pea soup. So do you
gotta
mean
last the rest of the episode.
pea soup Andersons? Yeah? Okay.
Nobody knows about Pea Soup Anderson's that's outside California or that hadn't watched the movie about that Paul Giamatti liking wine. Sideways, because they go to Pea Soup Anderson.
They do go to Pea Soup.
Movie.
So nobody knows this, but our producer
I-
Jamie used to be an employee of Pea Soup Anderson's back in the day.
What is Pea Soup Anderson again?
It is literally a pea soup restaurant.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why is it still? Is it still like not burned down?
It's got a giant windmill. Yeah. People in California
People like pea
love
soup. California.
I don't get it.
White people love pea soup.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Yeah, because you're
Mexican.
Mexican in Texas. You like tacos.
No, not really.
No, hamburgers. You like hamburgers.
I
Hamburguesa.
love a
Right? Hamburguesa.
I
that
just
right?
say Burgosa.
Burgosa? That's
Yeah.
slang? Okay.
Burgosa.
Burgosa.
Okay. Okay.
Burgosa. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
So she finds this torture room. She gets the lady out. She peels the thing off her head. She's trying to get her out of the house when she should have left 3 days earlier.
Yeah, no shit. But
Like
she on
literally.
vacation?
Okay, so
Fucking Airbnb?
So all
It's
of a
like a
sudden,
nice house.
So all of
if
a
we're
sudden-
being real.
not
It's-
with all the blood everywhere
I mean,
now.
no, but it's kind of a nice house. Like
So-
you didn't have one.
all of a sudden these people kick in the door, and kill the torture woman, and she's like,
That was
"Oh,
cool.
shit."
They just fucking blow her back of her fucking head out.
Yeah. Okay, so they shot her with a 12 gauge shotgun. Her head would have been gone. I'm just saying.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
There
I
would
thought it was
not
a
just be a
handgun.
little hole like that.
Yeah, I know.
there'd
No,
be
it was a
nothing
good
left.
size. It was-
No, but there'd be nothing.
No,
left.
there would be nothing
It'd be
there.
gone.
Yeah.
So, besides that factual inaccuracy,
Beyond
these
the
people
door.
come in and they say, we've been trying to call the house for a week.
No, a day.
No, I say a week.
Has a week passed?
Yes, these motherfuckers have been in this house for a week.
We've been calling since last night.
No, I'm pretty sure they say a week. Jamie says it was definitely a few days.
No,
It was a few days to a week.
Done.
Maybe not a
Can
full week,
someone
but definitely
please
it wasn't.
do
I
the
don't
movie
think
now?
it was
Just-
one day.
Saw the fucking movie today, and I remember that part.
They said 1 day passed.
Yes, they're like, we've been calling since last night. The phone's off the hook.
They said last
I
night.
thought they said last
But
week.
it doesn't really mean that they've been calling all week.
It doesn't
It
really
could have, she
matter.
could have been there a few days, but they only tried to call her last night.
It doesn't
That's true.
matter.
Okay.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter either way.
Yeah.
She should have left the house as soon as they murdered a whole family. But hey, there we go.
Julia fan club needs to be here all the time so they can fact check shit.
Yeah, we need fact checkers. Fact checkers up in this bitch.
So since we're talking about pea soup,
Oh, fuck.
Cinco thinks that we should screen Beyond the Door.
Man, I haven't seen that movie since I was like 7.
But you've seen it, right? So it's like another Exorcist with the pea soup spewing out. So yes, thank you for that.
So
did you ever see Behind the Green Door? I hope not, because it's a porno
No.
version of Behind the Door.
I have not seen
Did you just flip that hair? She just fucking flipped that hair and said no.
How dare you?
She's only been here a couple of days. She said, I don't think so, Holmes.
So at this point, the movie should technically be ending because she's rescuing this person. She should have called an ambulance instead of putting her in a bathtub. But she's like, I'm going to do the surgery myself. And takes the thing off her head.
Rips it off.
But it's like they're heading towards the front door. They're about to leave.
Are they?
I don't know. Maybe she might want me put her to bed and spend another night there. I don't know.
She was on Airbnb vacation.
Oh, yeah. If you go upstairs where there's no blood, it's fine.
Yeah.
So they're walking. They are going towards the front door. And then all of a sudden, these people kick in the door.
No, they just shoot her. Like, you don't even know they're in there.
So she's okay. So lady with the RoboCop thing, starts freaking out because quite right. She sees, like, what did they say, roaches or something?
Yeah, she sees roaches on herself. You don't find that out till later, but yeah.
Right. So like she's flipping out and she's trying to like cut her arm and maybe trying to kill herself because she can't get rid of like whatever's happening to her with her seeing roaches or bugs crawling all over her.
Man, I used to live in the fucking courts. Talk about seeing roaches.
So you're okay with this? You could be seeing roaches and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, oh, there's a roach.
Oh, there's a roach right there. It's cool.
You wouldn't be cutting up your arm or like trying to cut
it's
it off.
a fucking roach. Get over it.
Roaches are fine in Carlos's book. It's great.
Yeah.
So, yes. And then that part was starting to get annoying.
We're buffering.
We're fine.
So, yeah.
It's not Kathy Bates. It's fucking Dustin Hoffman.
He thinks it's Dustin Hoffman.
So at that point, the movie seems like it's kind of like it basically takes a complete right-hand turn and turns into a whole nother movie.
It does. It was like
where you think the main character is dead because actually Lucy's not the main character. Anna is.
Anna is, and we don't know that.
But then then Dustin Hoffman comes in and says, "Hey,
you.
We torture people because we're better than you, and we want to find out. We want to create martyrs."
Dude, don't even think you wouldn't do that if you were fucking rich. Because I would.
Dude, I win the lottery. I'm torturing tons of people.
Out of people.
But only for a good
purpose. You guys are crazy. Why would you want to torture anybody?
No, they're torturing for a good reason. They want to know what lies beyond, and the only way to do that is to torture someone.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody's going to know that. And it's like, if they believe this is going to take them there.
These people are actually... If they really believed that was going to take them there, why didn't one of them volunteer to be tortured?
I mean, for obvious reasons. Does anyone else want to get hurt?
Raz could torture me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Julia Stiles is a freak lesbian.
Okay.
Shit just turned right.
Dude.
We're gonna move on from this.
Okay. So they start torturing her, and then the whole movie is just her being tortured for the rest of the movie.
It was like scene after scene of her being tortured in different ways, being beat by this man.
Else?
Oh, thank you.
Having pee.
Oh, who does?
I don't even know your shoe name.
Thanks, Gina. It's Gina Fool. I was going for
Who's naked?
Wait, who's naked?
Nobody's naked in the movie. Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman takes off her eyelashes at the end.
The girl.
He or she does.
Yeah. I don't know.
My nails are, by the way, they're Essie Tropic Glow.
Who is another sponsor that we were just waiting for you to bring up.
I know.
We knew
So thank
someone
you
would
for
notice
that.
them.
And Carlos,
Me and Carlos
has
just
a
have the
manicure
polish on.
of some sort. Like they have base coat.
What did
No, I use flesh color.
What did you call my finger the other day?
His fucking dick. What did it say?
I don't remember.
What did you say?
Janet was talking about his hand, and I go, "You don't you notice that fucking dick-shaped finger of his?"
It's so messed up.
That's
Look at that
really
thing.
that's really
That was an
that's,
industrial accident.
that's
that I
really
had.
mean.
Yeah, that's insensitive.
That's such a mean thing to say to your friend.
Do you fucking know us?
I had an industrial accident.
It was an industrial
You could have
accident.
shit on the
It's not
saw.
something that he
I'm
could have
nearly
helped.
like the Toxic Avenger over here.
He was just
You wouldn't
like
make fun of the
working.
Toxic Avenger, would you?
And like,
Jamie, could you verify if he went home and cried about it like a little bitch?
okay.
So, Martyrs.
So about Martyrs, Anna. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Yes, that means it worked. His eyes were watering a little.
Yeah. I actually was kind of a little sad.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I think this is the right time to make apologies.
We don't apologize.
If you're feeling
Actually,
up to
Doug,
it.
this is an intervention, buddy. Let me get my letter out.
You're the one that's already slammed like 6 drinks over there.
3. I'm a lightweight, dude.
I've never had anyone try to put vodka in a French 75. It's working out. It's working out.
No, not too much. You would have already been done with that thing.
I'm drinking as fast as I can. I'm feeling things.
So whenever she gets down there, they start torturing her, and they explain to her that we're trying to create a martyr, someone that like sees the afterlife because they're strong enough to live through all the torture
You mean
without
like-
breaking.
Che Guevara?
Did he?
that?
Wait, he was
Probably.
the one that did the torturing.
Oh, yeah, he did the torturing. He
Yeah.
shot all kinds of innocent people.
Yeah, he didn't like the educated. So
He said, I'll hate Mel.
So so she is strong enough to make it through. She gets to the point where she can actually stomach eating pea soup. Carlos would have broke
Yeah.
at that point.
She becomes a good sport at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
I
like,
would have
"Oh,
just
I'll
been
just eat the
like,
soup."
here you go. Bent over like that. Here you go. It's all yours. No more soup.
Wow, that's rough. You would have liked
You're
it.
easy.
Yeah. So the guy comes down, and just beats the crap out of her all the time.
And she just takes it.
And
That shit usually doesn't bother me at all. But I hadn't seen it in like over a year. And I kind of recapped it today. And I was actually like, ooh, fuck.
Right?
Beat the fucking shit out of
Yeah.
her.
Like for anybody.
I like the one point where the guy turns around that's beating her, and she like kind of like goes and hits him in the back.
She
but
hits him.
I'm
obviously-
like, what
It
is
feels
this?
like nothing. It's like, eh.
I
Yeah.
was thinking the whole time, what is this? Is this the South Side?
Obviously she's weak because she's only been eating pea soup. But
She's been beaten.
Was it
to hell.
It was probably
Like,
baby
it's-
food. There has to be more than peas in there.
I don't know. I think it was
Man,
pea
Julia
soup.
Stiles a fucking freak. Keeps
When
going
does
back
she
to
get naked?
She does not get naked.
You just watched it today, right?
Yes, there was no
Okay,
naked
so
parts.
maybe she gets naked before they.
Maybe Wallet was naked in the fucking bathtub.
Who? Wallet? That's what you call the.
Why are we
That's
calling
what fucking Julia Stiles said. The wallet. She looked like a wallet.
the back?
Oh, when they take her.
Okay, so we're getting to this, but she does get skinned.
The back.
Yeah.
Can you bring us there? Can you get us
Yeah.
there?
So the woman who's pretending to be like oh, you're doing so great as we torture the shit out of you, says you've only got one more trial to make it through, and then all
this
the
will be
suffering
over.
will be over
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And they put her in this weird ass contraption.
The sex swing.
Yeah. It looks like a gyroscope thing, and they flip her over, and then this guy just pulls out some fucking pliers, and he just goes at her like this, and then you just hear her go, like she's
Yeah,
like not
you just see
screaming
her
or
kind of
anything,
like-
she's just kind of wincing up.
Yeah, she's wincing.
And then the next thing you see is that chick.
No.
Then the next thing you see is that chick is there, and they just leave her face.
So was I,
skin.
Julia Stiles.
They just leave her face skin, and she's just completely peeled.
She's peeled like the grapes that we talked about. She's a peeled grape, and she has no reaction.
No reaction
She's
because
just
she's
like
become the martyr
stoic.
that
She's
they wanted.
become the martyr. Yeah, that's all they ever wanted.
So,
Which reminded me of a decapitated album cover. Okay, keep going.
and so like she's just sitting there, and apparently she goes into some weird like afterlife trance for like 2 hours. I think they say at the end. Or
Yeah,
something.
maybe more. Maybe more.
And Dustin Hoffman comes in, and they tell him, and she goes up to listen to
And then she goes.
what
Yeah,
she
she
says,
puts her
and you
ear.
don't hear anything.
You don't hear what she's saying.
But you know it's
she's
important
whispering.
because she goes, "I."
She says.
I-
She says what, Carlos?
She goes, "I."
Was I absent for this part?
That was in
That's what I saw,
That was in the
'cause
Spanish
that's what I said.
subtitles. That was in Carlos's Spanish subtitles.
If you put that, what's it called, SAP? If you put the SAP on, she doesn't. Her lips don't move, but it goes, "I."
Okay.
So you don't hear what she tells Dustin Hoffman, but she tells her something, and Dustin Hoffman's like,
Right.
So
You know something's happening.
something happened.
Right.
So then it cuts to a scene of all these fucking rich people showing up that are cool with torturing people, and they all come in, and this guy's like, Dustin Hoffman talked to her and knows what lies beyond the
That's spot on.
afterlife.
That is fucking spot on.
And so
Right.
the dude, after he says that, he goes, Dustin Hoffman will be out in a minute to talk to you. So he goes up to where Dustin Hoffman's in the bathroom, and you see Dustin Hoffman taking off the turban, taking off some fake hair.
That's when I
Eyelashes?
realized, oh,
False
fuck,
eyelashes.
it's Dustin Hoffman.
That's when you knew?
Yes.
Okay.
But here's what's weird. So she says to the guy at the door, keep doubting?
Keep doubting.
What the fuck's she talking about? I tried to look online. What the fuck does the ending even mean of this movie?
I mean, I think that's up to our own interpretation, right?
Yeah, it is.
So is it something that's
If
so...
you think it's that, then it's that.
So
if
death-
you think
You
it's
can-
this,
it can
it's
be
this.
whatever
So it could be death is so amazing that this person just
Or
wants
could
to
it
kill
just?
them.
Jamie said it could have just been a bad translation.
It could have been a bad translation.
True.
Maybe it meant to
French.
say, "You fuck, man."
You fuck dog.
No.
So she says
Julia
like...
Stiles says,
Game of telephone.
I don't know what does that mean.
You know how when you play telephone, everything gets sort of mixed up because, like, whatever you're saying is passed on from person to
Yeah,
person.
so,
and then-
but why did Dustin Hoffman kill
Is that
himself?
what it's called?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
We could play it later if you want. Why did...
Tell Carlos.
I don't like him. Doug doesn't like you. Pass it on.
Doug loves me.
And that is what we mean.
So,
And this is why telephone
so
doesn't work.
here's the question. So whatever Grapes tells Dustin Hoffman, Dustin Hoffman's like, I'm going to shoot myself in the face while all my friends are showing up.
Every time Doug says somebody shoots themselves, he always fucking says
In the face.
in the face.
In the face.
At the beginning of Martyrs, they open the door and he gets shot in the face.
No one's getting shot in the face ever.
Well, I
Everybody
bet
gets shot in the
Dustin
face.
Hoffman shot
It's so
himself in the
fucking
face.
cool.
Well, okay, she did because in the mouth, so
Yeah.
that counts as face. Okay,
Yeah, so
you're right.
So Dustin Hoffman
What if he like hit her molar
just
and
says
ricocheted?
keep doubting
It's-
and shot himself.
Probably.
So and then that's the end of the movie. Well, I mean it shows the grape again.
Yeah,
But-
it has to show the
In a
grape one
home
more time.
movie.
So in a home movie, yeah. So does that mean keep doubting because nothing's real? Does that mean keep doubting I know what's real? Does that mean like
Yeah, I kind of took it to mean keep doubting because I know what's real, so I'm going to end my life.
because it's so great or because it's so bad and there's nothing?
I mean, why would she kill herself then? It has to be great.
Well, if she's like, fuck, there's nothing after we die, I just might as well die.
So she wants to go into nothing.
I mean, that sounds good sometimes. Like the never-ending story. Nothing's
Maybe.
coming! Oh, awesome, finally.
Maybe.
Right, Carlos?
Mouth is face, yes. Okay, so that's kind of what I thought. And so she was eager to get there, is what I'm thinking, right? So to her, it was maybe good? Can we accurately guess that?
Maybe she was hoping to survive. No, she didn't.
She was hoping to survive getting shot in the fucking face.
No, maybe it hit her molar, like I said.
Oh,
Her molar. And ricocheted.
Ricocheted out of her
because it was filled with lead.
fucking barbacoa. That's what
Well,
this is, barbacoa.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I didn't understand was I just didn't understand that part. Like, why?
Sure.
Why?
And I think that's one of those things that was like,
Look, when you
can
die, you
interpret
just
it.
go in the ground and that's it.
We're not getting on your religious topics here.
Oh, that's
We're
not.
talking about a movie.
You want to go?
I don't. That's what I just said. I don't
I'm
want
just gonna lean back.
So both these movies are like the new
BRB
French.
gotta wax.
What?
Like smoke wax or get your fucking
Gotta wax.
beehole waxed.
If they're in California, it's probably smoke wax. Those weed heads.
Fucking weed heads.
I hate weed heads. They're on the
Smoking
pot.
the weed.
Whatever,
Man on the pot.
you and I were NorCal till we die, and don't you
Smoke
deny
the
that.
pot that doubles the lettuce.
I don't know what this means. I'm doing it. I'm just figuring when you say it till we die, just do it.
NorCal till we die. I don't know what that means either, but whatever. I like it.
It's our new thing.
So, okay.
So
Countdown City.
that's
Does that bring us to the
we're
end of
called
Martyrs?
Countdown City here,
Countdown City, where?
San Antonio.
Okay.
Countdown
What do you
City.
mean Countdown City? Where?
Where am I again?
210. That's our.
You have to say
Area code.
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
No. or-
We live here. We get to say San Anto.
Oh.
Don't I feel bad saying that? I hate saying that.
can't believe
Can I
you
get
just
some more
said that.
ice?
What's the area code?
Please.
Is the area code 210?
210.
210.
So Countdown City.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Well, that
so,
was fast. Did you have that like ready to go or what's
Yeah.
happening? Okay.
Dude, that's a piss poor cube, dude.
How many?
I'm just gonna eat these. It's wonderful cherry
Oh, okay, that's good.
that my best friend Jamie made.
Wait, what do you want?
And whatever you got.
Oh my god. I'm like, stop drinking over
That's
here.
where we were at.
We still have a whole nother movie to get through.
We do. We haven't even begun.
I'll tell you what, that hour is going to turn in 10 minutes.
You think so? Let's see how we do. Okay. So are we done with Martyrs? Did we finish that
I
up?
think we're done with. Well, I mean, how do you guys feel about it as far as we all agree that we like it though, right?
Oh, I loved it.
I loved it.
love that movie.
Me
Like
too.
I said, I watch it every Mother's Day.
I think it's like it's another.
That's the first
thing.
time I saw it with my mom.
I think it's another
That's
thing
cute.
about like people that like horror movies is like you can totally talk shit about how the most fucked up parts of the movies are, but you still love it.
Yeah.
Like
Totally.
why is Jason a grown man in the second one, but he got killed as a child?
I don't like the Friday the 13th series. I don't give a shit if I lose followers.
What?
I don't like the Friday. I don't care for it.
Did you know this?
I did know this.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it up just to aggravate.
So whenever I get Jason memorabilia, I give it to Doug because I don't care for it.
Okay.
My
You can
favorite.
give it to me now.
My favorite Friday the 13th is Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yes, that's Sackhead.
But it's because of the sack
Sackhead is good.
I like the sack head
Doug's an
better.
ex-hillbilly.
Yeah, he's like it's like fucking
An ex-
hillbilly Jason.
Jason in Part 2
He's like
is a hillbilly.
he's like pitchforking people.
Yeah.
Like,
It's Gina Fool. 100% she loves Friday the 13th.
Or is it she
but at a
100%
certain-
hates it.
She 100% loves it.
At a certain point,
She loves it.
At a certain point, when it's like on like number 10, like, bro,
Too much.
too much.
Okay.
So when you think of Friday the 13th, who played Jason, what do you think of? Who do you think of?
When I think Friday the 13th,
Yeah, who played Jason? Like
who
the
played
actor.
Jason? What do you mean? How do you mean?
Like who played him in the movies?
I don't know that kid.
No, I mean the actor wise. Actor wise.
I don't know.
That
Like-
I can't remember his name now. God damn it, I had it on my.
Hey Gina, do you know his name?
He only came out in Jason X.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
You're talking about freaking
Kane.
Kane Hodder.
Thank you.
Kane
He was
Hodder.
only in 2 movies, and yet anybody ever talks about him, they're like, "Oh, he was Jason." No, he was not.
It wasn't Jason Bateman. Sorry, Lee Rule's cool.
Dude, I wish it
Shit, I
was.
wish
We
it
wish we
too.
That would
freaking
be
love
awesome.
Jason Bateman.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, even though he was in the last few.
Yeah.
I don't like that dude. Jason versus Greasy.
Freddie?
I'm like, did I miss
So
that one?
what was
Who
he
the
in?
fuck
He
is
was
Greasy?
in. He was in Jason X and Jason versus Freddy. I think that's probably it. Like not a lot. Like he wasn't in a lot, but like it's weird because he's. You know why he's known for that? Because he's the most loud. He's the one that's out doing interviews. He's the one that's like showing up to all the fright cons and all the like. That's why. But it doesn't bother. He doesn't bother me. But
Yeah,
it's
I don't-
like.
he has a documentary out that he
no-
caught on fire.
Yeah, and he like bitches. I'm a stunt man. I caught on
Oh,
fire. Yeah, that's what you do when
That's
you're
what
a
fucking
stunt
stunt man, dude. You're gonna get caught on fire. You might die.
Yeah.
You're covered in a gel.
And he was in See No Evil? The one with, which one?
The hell is- I don't
The
know.
one with, Gene Wilder?
Oh,
See
and
no evil, Richard Pryor.
Richard
Yeah,
Pryor.
is that what we're talking about?
I wish the rodeo
He
scene
did
is so good.
play the bank teller.
Oh no, wait, what's the one where is See No Evil the one where Richard Pryor's blind? But what's the other movie they did together where they're like prisoners trying to escape and they do a rodeo?
That's my favorite.
Dude, it's so good. I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid, and I can't
streaming.
remember what it's
Wait,
called.
what is that called? What is that called?
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know.
Where they befriend that big guy in prison.
Yeah.
And he sings at night.
Stir Crazy.
Stir Crazy, yes.
Stir Crazy.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
thank
that's
you,
one
Lee.
of my favorites.
Thank you, Lee.
So good.
Yeah, Stir Crazy is great.
Did you know Gene Wilder was supposed to be in the Steven Spielberg movie Ready Player One? He was supposed to play.
But he died.
No, he turned it down.
Who was?
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
He was supposed to be the old video game
I thought
guy.
he was dead by then.
No, he died after.
I didn't know. I
I
didn't
didn't
know that.
like that guy in that movie.
He's kind of weird. He
Yeah.
plays the same. It's just that dude has one voice.
So he also, what was the other movie
Are
he
you
was
gonna
in?
take the
What was the
key?
other movie he was in? Where they go to the other planet? Carlos?
Stir Crazy was directed by Sidney Poitier.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
Lee, that's amazing.
I had no idea.
No, I didn't know this.
Carlos,
I love
what
Sidney
is
Poitier.
that guy's Ready Player One old guy? What's the other movie where they go, according to this, you'll be killed by a Zoglaroff.
Don't Look Up.
Don't look up.
Yes,
Dude,
it's a
he
good
plays
movie.
It's a great
it's
movie.
the exact same
But he
fucking
plays
guy.
the exact same
But
character.
it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, have you seen it?
No,
Don't
I
Look
haven't.
Up.
He's like, what's
I
his name?
haven't gotten to
The
it.
news media ripped it the fuck up.
I know.
because
It's making
they
fun of
made fun of
everything.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
They're making fun of the news. They're making fun of modern politics.
We don't like that.
So he's
sorry.
yeah.
No.
That
Like
guy.
that
That guy does
No, it's
play.
good, it's good.
though he's playing the same exact character.
Yeah,
as-
he's kind of weak, man.
yeah. He's like that guy from 30 Rock.
Shit, all of them.
Which one?
The black superstar in 30 Rock.
Tracy
Liz Lemon.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan.
Morgan.
That dude plays the exact same character in everything he's in. He's just not funny.
Can't say that.
I don't care. Not funny. He plays the
Sometimes
exact
funny.
same character.
Sometimes funny though.
Just like the, yeah, he's just not funny to me. I'm like,
Okay.
hey, it's
When he
exact
played the
same
homeless guy
character.
in Saturday Night Live, that was funny.
Was it?
In a
Did he,
manhole.
was he acting exactly like he was in 30
Yes,
Rock?
but it doesn't matter. It's funny.
That's what I don't like about it. It's like, dude, it's funny in 30 Rock.
No, it's
But
funny
like,
in 30 Rock.
no, I didn't say it wasn't funny. I'm saying he plays the exact same character in every single role he does.
You remember that funny movie
Maybe.
where he was in that limo with all those people and an 18-wheeler rear-ended him? Oh, wait, that was real
Yeah,
life.
no, that was
I was
real.
about to say that was real.
Wait, that was real life.
Shit got fucked up.
That was
Yeah,
the
that was
Walmart
real.
truck hit him.
Walmart
He sued
fucking
Walmart.
paid.
Yeah, he sued.
That's why he
Walmart.
wasn't in any shitty movies for a while.
Yeah, dude,
He wasn't in anything
playing the
for a
exact
while.
same character. So
anyway.
the other movie that we watched was going to pop up here in a second on our billboard, on our marquee. I called it a billboard earlier. Revenge. Revenge is an awesome movie, I thought. Carlos.
That fucking movie was trash.
No.
He was
didn't think that.
smiling last night when he was watching.
We
I
were
looked
like
over.
taking notice.
Don't
We were
get me
taking
wrong. The gore was cool. It was over the top, but I just didn't like all the fucking
The fuck ups.
in it, man. That shit gets to me. It hurts my feelings.
So you
What do you mean? Tell us what you mean.
like the continuity stuff.
The discrepancies.
Dude, come on. I mean, this is like mid-movie.
You guys have seen Revenge, right? I think most of you have seen Revenge.
If you haven't,
See?
you're spoiled.
Jamie said she didn't like the man butt.
Dude,
they
there's so
show
much
his
man
beehole.
butt.
Okay. Carlos is cray. Revenge
showed
was
his
kind of
beehole.
like the shiz. So, yes, there's a man butt. There's a man
lot.
butt.
Over and over and over and over.
It's hairy.
You know what? I'm just gonna say
No one wants to see it.
It's the continuity stuff. That's what
Dude,
makes me angry.
so you know what? You brought that up.
Come on, man. She's chasing a fucking guy in a Range Rover. How the fuck is she gonna catch up to him? Come on.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute she's like
600 yards away.
a quarter of a mile away from him, and the next fucking 3 minutes
She's like right
she's
behind
right
it.
behind him. I'm like, fuck off. Like that shit pisses me off.
Well, so
Maybe she's fast.
yeah.
Carlos?
So she was the Phoenix Rising. So the
Oh, maybe.
what?
Peyote.
The peyote gave her
Forgot
powers.
she was on peyote. You know what? This movie
Peyote
just
goes
changed
away.
for me.
She wasn't on peyote. She didn't throw up.
Yes.
You
Lee,
have to throw up, right?
it is the one where the lady gets revenge.
Yeah.
In a way that was so
Some
amazing.
revenge? She
Some
fucking
revenge.
gets
She
revenge.
avenged herself.
Yeah.
Are you not a Halloween fan?
Yeah, but what does that have to? She wasn't wearing a mask.
100% a Halloween fan.
Yeah, I didn't really care for Halloween because of all the
originals.
Have you ever done any Halloween tattoos?
Lots.
Yes.
Okay, really? Okay.
We actually our last our
What does that
episode
mean?
our episode before last was all about Halloween.
Oh, really?
I
And
really liked
the new ones.
the new
Okay.
ones. They
You like the new ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
they're
I'm officially a Halloween fan. now.
because of the new ones.
Yes.
Interesting.
But-
I liked
like,
Halloween 3.
they
I saw
rebooted
Halloween
it.
1 and 2, but I didn't see any of the other ones. H2O, where he drinks a lot of water, or he shoves water bottles in their asses. I don't know what.
No, in the back of their necks.
Oh, okay.
He always kills them by the back of their necks.
So,
Oh, he also catches up to people.
in unrealistic speeds.
Yeah, but that chick was barefoot in the fucking desert. with
Also,
gashes on her legs.
unrealistic speed. So, I mean, you know how there's talk of Michael Myers having the ability to teleport. Maybe she had something
Where
similar.
did this come from?
I've never heard of this shit at all.
It's a theory, am I right? It's Gina Fool. If you're like a huge Halloween fan,
So Halloween is considered horror sci-fi?
possibly. Sorry, go ahead.
Halloween, I think Halloween originally, they're just like, oh, this guy's like some crazy dude that somehow survives getting shot multiple times with the 357 Magnum.
Have you ever run on hot concrete?
And they don't talk about it
I don't run.
in the old movies, but whenever they reboot them with the new
At all.
movies, like Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, they make it more supernatural with the mask. So they like kind of answer some of those questions that never get answered in the older ones, because they make the mask seem like it's more like there's something supernatural about it.
That's another thing I wanted
And
to
so
talk
it
about.
makes it better.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Black Phone. At the end, when they take off his mask.
Oh, and he's like, oh!
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he had superpowers. I think he was just schizophrenic. And he wore different masks for different personalities. Yeah.
Well, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. I really loved his masks.
Yeah, the masks were so
They were
cool.
so good.
And they were good how they actually like
Truly
fit
creepy.
together. Like you could like puzzle them together.
You could take them
Yeah.
apart. You could change the mood. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about
Revenge. Okay, so we haven't even like really gotten into revenge. Where did we leave off? Great.
Oh, we just started. We like
What did
literally
we
just
say
started.
about revenge?
That she was a fucking marathon runner, barefoot.
This was like too far. We didn't even get that far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so basically this movie is there's a guy cheating on his wife because he's rich and he wants to kill people. No, he didn't want to kill people.
he didn't want to kill people.
So he's cheating on his wife with this hot young thing because he's got kids at home and probably a worn out wife and he's rich.
That
So
dude
he's
with
like
that fucking hole in his chin that went to the back of his
the main
head.
character.
He had the biggest
he
dimple
had
in
the
his chin we had
biggest
ever
butt
seen
chin ever.
in our lives, and we couldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah.
He made Kurt Russell look fucking dumb.
Chevy Chase looked ridiculous.
So
Anyway.
Chase has one of those?
Oh my god, so
Yeah,
big.
what?
So big.
Yeah.
I can't see. Chevy Chase is fucking gross looking. I can't.
Oh shit.
I never look at him.
You think he's gross? He's so great. Anyway.
So
yes.
what happens is he's out at his sex mansion in the middle of nowhere with his
Morocco. Middle of nowhere, Morocco.
I mean, we don't.
Truly the Grand Canyon of butt chins.
Yes.
Truly.
We don't know where I don't know where the film is actually supposed to be set, but
It's Morocco.
it's filmed in Morocco.
It's filmed in Morocco.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So he has this girl out here, and he's married. We find that out because his wife answers, and the girlfriend gets mad, but then his two buddies show up a day early.
They're
Well,
supposed to go hunting together.
they're
They show
supposed to
up
go
early.
hunting.
They see his mistress.
She gets scared.
It's a shock for everyone.
Yeah.
She's in her underwear,
Yeah.
eating an apple.
So she is supposed to be leaving the next day before they arrive,
Right.
but they
I like
arrive
how
a
the
day
apple
early,
showed. They leave the apple there, and
slowly
it shows
rotting.
It's slowly turning brown.
it's turning brown and
It's
rotting,
rot.
and ants are getting on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's foreshadowing.
I think they should
Right.
have showed the apple at the very end of the show too.
And it would have been brand new because she was.
Yeah, they
reborn.
didn't. They didn't show it. I was waiting for it to make an appearance. You know.
So these guys show up and it gets fucking creepy. Well,
Immediately.
they start drinking and partying and turn on the radio.
I'm gonna
and
steal
she's-
that, Julia.
She's
Stiles.
like, they dong her down.
Yeah. So she starts.
She's like a stripper.
Well, she's like, you know, the playful co-ed who thinks she's cute, but she tries to get her man to get up and dance with her and be sexy, but he's like, no, I don't want to get up. So she goes to this other creepy fuck, and
Why would you even
she
dance for
gets
that
him and
creepy
starts
shit,
dancing, but she's like kind of rubbing on him and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And
he's
he's
all
into it.
getting all like, oh wow, like she likes me. No, dude, she's just dancing.
No volume.
So
She's.
oh no.
Oh no. Hold on.
Hello, can you hear me? So, oh my God, Julia Stiles, fucking that's why you don't get parts anymore.
We're
So, anyways,
That's why you acted in Othello.
oh God. So, this guy is like all up on her.
the creepiest looking guy. Who's like
looking dude.
seemingly friendly, kind of like
You can fucking
very,
tell right when
very
they show him through
smiley.
the goddamn screen door,
Yeah.
glass door.
Yeah, but he like, you know, he seemed like he could have been okay, right? Like he was like seemingly friendly, smiley, which could be a good thing. Like okay, right?
Yeah.
Like, but he was the biggest creep of them all.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So, yeah. And the next morning, Richard, is that the main
Yeah.
character's name? Or the main bad guy?
Rishar,
Antagonist?
the antagonist.
So
Yes, they're
so the antagonist, Richard, who is the boyfriend, it goes away to get some hunting permits for him.
right.
And she wakes up, goes outside, sits down at the table with Creepoid, and he's just staring at her. He's just like,
Like
and she's like
That
so
was, what was that? Was that Venus?
uncomfortable.
No, that was Butthead.
it was like
Dude,
it was like
for
that.
the next like 10 minutes of that movie are so fucking creepy. Like
cringy. Like,
the guy is just like coming on to her nonstop, watching her undress. Like,
And she does such a good job of being so awkward.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel bad for her.
So the whole bedroom scene where he walks in, he's like standing behind a corner where you can only see half of his face, and
she's
like,
naked.
naked, and she turns around and sees him, and she's like, "Oh," and she's like did a really good job of actually looking awkward.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and he's just like, "Why do you not like me?" I'm like, "Dude, like, one, I'm dating one of your best friends."
Right.
And
And
then-
at this point, they're like sitting on her bed.
Yeah, and he sits right next to
Which
her.
is
He's
super
like,
awkward.
"This is a great bedroom."
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
fucking
like,
creep.
this is the kind of thing that would make you want to get up and run away.
Yeah.
But I think she was trying to be nice, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and so he basically is like, "You liked me last night when you were dancing on me," and all this crazy shit.
Because he was trying to ask, like, why don't you like me? And she said, I like taller guys. Like,
Yeah.
you're not tall enough for me, right?
Yeah.
And so then he was offended because he was like, you liked me last night because she was dancing with him.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so-
fucking dude, like, go to a club, get out some. Chicks dance with people. You don't have to rape them. I mean, grape them. So,
We don't say the R word, we say the G word.
yeah. So the dude like pins her up against the wall, and the other guy comes up. Dimitri, I think was his name.
Oh, good.
He comes up and he's like just sitting there, and the graper turns around and is like, "If you don't want some of this, get out," or something
Yeah.
like that. And the guy's just like, it shows him, and it's like this super extreme close up on his mouth, and he's like eating chips.
No, he's eating this weird, like
creepy.
No, it's like a candy bar, marshmallow.
Oh, yeah,
marshmallowy, like a Malamar.
Malamar.
Is a Malamar, is that a thing in France? Because it sure is in the U.S., and this thing had marshmallows in it.
the fuck is a
yeah,
Malamar?
it like all
I'm not sure, but
stretches.
they talk about it in Roseanne, and I'm a big fan. I was a
Roseanne,
big fan. The
TV
show, the TV show.
My mom wouldn't let me watch that because she said they're white trash.
They were white trash. They were supposed
You're
to.
not allowed to say white trash.
They were trash. And it was supposed to be, but they ate Malamars.
Yeah, they did.
It could have been a Mounds, Julia Stiles. It could have been a Mounds.
I don't know.
Malamar
is
based in
Mounds
France.
are coconut. This thing was like a stretchy.
Really?
It's what?
Malamars are based in France. This makes total sense. That was a freaking Malamar.
Okay.
Marshmallows all over the place. In his mouth, close up of his mouth.
Be okay.
And it's all like it's like close up of him chewing.
He's
and
chewing. There's
spit.
marshmallow. There's like whatever the fuck else is in a Malamar.
And then he goes out and just turns on the TV and turns
He
it up.
turns it up. And what's on? Wrestling?
Car
Or the
racing.
infomercial? Oh, car racing. Okay.
And so
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
I remember.
And so he goes out. He just goes out and takes a swim while she's eating grapes.
She's eating fucking grapes.
Yeah, she's totally eating grapes. And
Smashed up against the glass.
yeah. Yeah. Gina.
It was a Kinder Bueno? Doubt it, Lee. It had marshmallow all over the place.
Gina said a really good allegory for how women feel in
Yeah, no
general
shit.
situations with men who think women who breathe
Guys
in their
can't,
direction want them.
guys
It's very
can't just
true.
take it as a,
Yeah.
oh, cool, she said hi. No, they're like, oh my God, she wants to bang me.
Right. Like, why can't it be in,
I'm gonna
like...
buy her a Malamar.
Exactly. It's all good fun, but no, fucking Malamar time. So anyway.
So after they're done eating grapes, Richard comes home and she's in the bed. So I don't know if you guys noticed this or not. She doesn't talk for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, she's only talking for like the first quarter of the movie.
After they eat grapes, there's no more talking.
This is true.
She doesn't talk at all for the rest of the
She
movie.
doesn't say a word. No, you're right.
So she,
I fucking love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I breathe on men a lot.
Oof.
Okay.
Julie Stiles is fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
We had a dude here last week called I Hate Doug and Carlos.
Damn, who
Just
was that?
talking shit. I don't know. Just talking crazy shit.
Who would hate you guys? Like, what the hell?
People
Oh,
are-
everybody hates me.
Yeah.
No. You guys are like the nicest people ever.
Wow.
Anyway.
So
Oh.
I mean, I lied.
that
What?
guy's got face tattoos. Don't
I know,
say
look at
he's
me.
nice.
Did y'all see how white I am?
This guy,
You're whiter than me. Under the
guy's
shirt.
hard.
So
You see this? It means not welcome.
what, hearts?
Yeah.
Hearts aren't welcome. Love's not welcome. So
Okay.
he comes home and he's like just trying to. She had already been talking about I want to be an actress in LA and
She had a shirt that said "I love LA."
Yeah, and so he's like, I'll take care of this, and he goes out and he starts yelling at the guy who likes grapes, and he comes back in and he's like, I took care of it all, and he hands her like, I put all this much money in your account, and
I'd have been like, all right, cool, I'm out.
and I got you a ticket and some connections in Canada, which
Canada.
is nearly like LA.
It is just like LA.
It is
which,
actually, right?
Absolutely not.
It depends what
I've
part
never
of
been
Canada.
to either.
What?
Actually, I saw LA from an airplane. Like that. I was like,
You were like,
man, that looks dirty. And then I just kept flying.
okay, fair. I want to say Canada is nothing like LA. Anywhere in
But
Canada.
you can breathe though, right?
You can breathe.
It depends.
You can
Not in
probably
Montreal.
breathe. You think
Wait,
Montreal?
is it Vancouver? Which one's the dirty one?
Probably not Vancouver.
I can't remember.
That's West Coast.
Oh, yeah. Jamie said she didn't say she wouldn't take the money.
Yeah,
I'll
she
be
just
like, you
wa-
know what?
She wanted to go home.
Just let me go home.
So what she
It's true,
she
she
just
wanted to go
kept
home.
saying, I want to go home.
Right.
And then she was like, call the helicopter, I want to go home. And he's like, just relax. And he tells her, she goes, call the helicopter, I'm calling your wife and telling her everything.
That's where she done
He
fucked up.
flips
Richard
out.
all of a sudden doesn't love her anymore.
He flips out. Like,
He
don't you
smacks
dare
her.
talk about my wife.
Don't you talk about my
If your Sancho grabs you by the throat and picks you up against the wall, I don't
It's
think he's a
over.
good
Yeah.
guy.
No.
Winnipeg is like Silver Lake.
Sancho means side guy.
I don't know.
Okay.
I was in Canada
Thank
a
you for
couple
that.
times, and one of the places had some weird sex place, and it was like all creepy. And I feel like that might have been Vancouver, but I don't know. It might have not been Vancouver.
Vancouver is lovely. It's
No, there's a
Vancouver is a lot
Wahlburgers in
like.
Montreal, that's where it was. It was Montreal.
Okay.
Montreal.
Yeah, he could have just let
the
her-
Montreal Wall. Everyone,
I
Don't
love
look it up.
Montreal. What? I don't know what we're talking about.
there's some dirty places there.
Maybe, but Montreal's great. He could have just let her go home.
Yeah, he could have.
He should have.
He should have. But
But
instead, he was like, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth."
he was
And he
pissed.
fucking slapped her.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And so
Yeah.
she just stands up after he says that and takes off running. And he starts chasing after her. Then the other two dudes start seeing
That's
it
foreshadowing
out the
right
window.
there. She was barefoot.
They
You couldn't even
start
catch her
chasing.
then.
She's barefoot the whole time
Oh,
after
dude.
that. She's just like barefoot.
So she gets to the edge of this cliff in the desert where they are,
Yeah.
and she's like, and Richard's finally like, okay, I'll call the helicopter, I'll let you go home, and he gets the
This
phone.
boo. He calls her boo in French.
He's like, yeah,
I got this boo.
Maybe
I
Sharon.
got you, boo.
He lied. He was a
had
liar.
made a fake phone
It
call.
was a fake phone call.
Shake your
He's
finger.
a fucking liar. He wanted to fuck with her. Hey, Gina. Yes.
Yeah, and he pushes her off the fucking cliff. Like shoves her off the cliff.
And then what happens? Let's talk about what happens.
Falls, and she impales herself.
On
A branch.
Joshua tree.
A tree.
a Joshua fucking
Was
tree.
it a Joshua tree?
It wasn't a Joshua tree because they were in Morocco.
Well, it was an
I don't even know what the fuck Joshua
what's that
trees are.
oil? Argan oil?
Red, raised. Gross.
What's that oil that people use for like massages?
Argan.
Argan oil. I bet it was an argan tree
You think it was an argan oil tree?
because it was in Morocco.
A toxic tree.
And argan
It was a
oil's
toxic
Moroccan.
tree.
Yeah. So she gets pushed off this fucking cliff, and here comes one of the parts that I don't like.
This is what ruined it for me.
What?
So
you know what the fuck comes
so
up.
Carlos doesn't like the movie because there's so many inconsistencies and problems. And yes, there are a couple I saw, but then once
Oh, whatever.
No,
That
but
ruined the movie
No,
for
but
me.
what I'm saying is once I looked at IMDb and looked at the goofs and the I'm like,
I didn't
holy
even look that
fuck,
up. I
there's
should've.
like so many. And then I was like, oh yeah, wow, that's really messed up. And there are definitely some that I noticed during the show. One is her falling on a branch that impales her. Mm-hmm. And what she
Script
do?
supervisor. I am a script supervisor.
And what did she do?
Yeah. How'd she get off the stick that she's stuck on?
She grabs for her lighter,
That's fucking
which is
bullshit.
like on the ground and kind of far away.
I like how she couldn't reach it. It was like from here to there. And then
She had her like iPod
No.
and her headphones.
Her hand had the right path to get there.
Pathwater.
Take the right path.
Choose your path.
Yes.
Available at all
So
fine
she
retailers
chose
in
the.
airport.
You were watching me while I was watching this movie. Did you see me go, oh, come on? When
No.
she's like this far away and then she's all.
Have you seen Star Wars, bro?
No.
He doesn't even get near that shit, and it still comes to him.
It was basically like that. Like she got her hands on the lighter, right?
Yeah.
So she got the lighter, and then what did she do?
Fucking
Well,
Chacho!
Somehow, she's able to light a stick on fire with a lighter, a branch.
Imagine dying from a different tree, like it being a weeping willow, and they get the branches wrapped around their neck, and it just snaps their neck. That would be great.
That didn't happen at all in this
Didn't
movie.
happen.
It would have
So
probably made
she
the
grabs
movie
the
better.
lighter.
Yeah, somehow
She lights the tree on fire.
and that burns the tree enough for her to break and fall over. Which that would have had to burn for like 20 minutes for it to happen, and she would have been charbroiled.
Yeah.
Sure.
She would
It's
have been barbacoa.
it made me mad.
Yeah, so that
She would have been what?
barbacoa.
That was pretty
Is
good.
that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We would have also accepted Barba.
Barba and
She
Big.
became Barba.
Barba and Big. Big Red.
You
Barba
mad,
and
bro?
Big
I
Red.
think I got hungry.
What?
Ooh,
I think I just got hungry.
Barba?
we've never had anybody get hungry during the
Jamie,
show.
do we have
We
food?
should have.
I don't think we have food.
It's fine.
We should have had some goddamn chocolate croissants.
I know.
We should
That's
bring
what I
Pain
food
said.
on.
chocolat?
From now, we should bring food.
Pain au chocolat. So
I think maybe a metaphor for her letting go of her fear. Actually, I haven't seen this.
You've seen this, but you haven't seen it in a while.
make sure it faces forward.
Pathwater, follow your path.
So she gets up, and the guys are just like, we'll go find her later. She's got to be dead. We'll go clean up the mess.
They weren't worried
No.
because they were like, she'll be here. She died on
It's
this
a
tree.
woman. She's
That's-
not dead. If it was a guy, yeah,
It's hard to kill women.
totally dead.
They can take a lot of pain.
Women are survivors. We are
Yeah.
fucking survivors.
So
Here
they go
we
back, and she's gone.
She's missing. She's
not there.
not like impaled on the tree anymore. And you're
Dude,
like,
those are so good.
I know.
I'm sorry.
So she's gone. She's gone from the tree, but there's like blood no, it's a burn spot.
it's a burn spot.
And they're like, oh shit, she's gone.
She's gone.
And then so they're like, well, let's drive down there and
and the
try to
whole
find
fucking
her.
tree's gone when they're looking down
Well,
at it.
it's like burned, right? It's like,
You know how long it'll take something to disappear completely from I'm done.
I don't,
All right.
I mean, whatever.
Carlos didn't like this movie, which is
You
weird because this is
loved
literally
it.
one of my favorite movies I've seen in
It's
the last couple of years.
so
Are you
good.
serious,
Yes.
Doug?
Carlos, let's not deny that you loved it because we saw your face.
We watched you watching it.
We watched you.
We watched you.
Was I going, oh shit, this sucks?
You cried,
No.
you smiled, you laughed. It was all these good things.
There was emotional range in your eyes.
I mean, I liked that it was foreign. I had no idea it was foreign. That's why I didn't watch it. Because I thought it was an American movie.
But it was basically in English.
How the fuck do you figure that?
There was,
They
it was
speak a lot of
mostly
English because she
Yeah.
didn't speak French.
Yeah, but most of it was in subtitles.
There was a
Majority.
lot, yeah, because she
Maybe
doesn't
half
talk.
of it was
Core of
in
the
subtitles,
movie,
was in
she only
French.
talked at the
Yeah.
beginning. The
Yeah.
rest of it was in.
Sure,
That makes
sure,
a big
sure.
difference to me.
Well,
I like.
Okay.
What are like? There
I
are
like
some
good
things.
foreign
There's some
film.
things like that were really cool. Like whenever she trips on, like she gets into this cave and she's like, "Oh my god, I got this fucking stick sticking out my stomach.
So
I gotta
she-
figure some shit out."
Yeah, so she was impaled, and when she burned herself off the
The
tree,
lyrics said, "I watched them watching you watching the movie."
Thank you.
and she could see that we were happy that you thought it was good.
We were happy that you loved it. So we can agree that you loved this movie.
Don't go to my apartment because after y'all left, I fucking destroyed my living room.
You
Because you
loved
hated
it.
the movie so much.
You loved it, and you know it.
There's fucking DVDs everywhere.
So she goes into the cave, and
That was my favorite part of the
She
movie,
needs
though.
to heal herself.
yeah, she needs to heal herself, but like
Fuck,
she's
what's
got
she
this
doing?
stick.
She's not gonna fucking heal.
She was in so much pain. There was, in this backpack she stole from the guy who tried to, like, kill her.
Oh, there was a fucking Band-Aid. I saw a Band-Aid.
There was a beer.
fall out.
There was a Mexican beer.
Phoenix beer.
There was a beer.
So
She
this
drank
is a
it, trying to,
French
like...
Canadian movie, and
She had a Mexican beer. Not sure why.
It was in French though. It said Phoenix beer in French.
but then it said made in Mexico.
It's from Mexico.
Okay.
She
And
drank
chill.
it. She
She
drank it, hoping to sort of numb the pain. It
But-
wasn't enough. And then what did she remember?
that she had some peyote.
She had put peyote in this locket she wore around her neck. So what did she do? She ate the peyote
And no, she chewed on it for a minute. And she's like, "This is gross."
Yeah,
she
she
spit
spit
it
it
out
out.
into the sand,
into the dirt in the sand.
and she's like, "I'll just go ahead and eat it."
And
She
it was
picks
the
it back up.
earth.
She's like, I need this. She eats it with the rocks.
It was the Earth, so she fucking
She was fine with it being the earth.
she fucking tripped with the Earth, Mother Earth.
Oh. So here's what I don't like.
She-
So she starts tripping and seeing God, which is cool because that chick in Martyrs also saw God. So
chicken?
That's another.
These are things, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're comparing.
Yeah. There we go. So she heats up the can to cauterize her wound, and she touches it to her.
Her
And
abdomen.
when it comes off, it's healed, but it it's closed up. But it still says Mexican beer, like it is
What the
normal.
fuck was the
and
can? Was the can raised?
But it would
wasn't,
even
but-
if the letters stayed on there, and that made that imprint on her, it would have been in mirror. It wouldn't have said
It wouldn't have
Mexican
been
beer.
right. But that doesn't matter because it was hella cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was so
But
cool.
you know what was really cool is when she was getting ready, when she pulled the stick out of her, that pumping blood wound. You got to admit that was good. The practical
was.
effects.
You know
It
it.
looked like that was a cool part. It looked like a giant fucking splinter.
It did.
Oh, the thing
It's what it
coming
was.
out. I thought it was like
That's
a
what it
No,
was.
that's what it is. But
And she like cut around it so she could take it out, and then blood just like spewed forth, and she's like, "Shit, I need to do something about this."
like these
So
fucking people should have died like already.
I know, but she created a beer can brand,
Like what
She
was the
heated
name of
up-
the brand?
Mexican beer,
It was Phoenix beer.
Phoenix beer. She heats
And
it up,
she was reborn.
Yeah,
She put it on her
That's
abdomen.
the whole thing. It's like
branded herself, and all the guts that were popping out, all the like whatever was happening, just sealed itself in there, and she was a new woman.
yeah.
She was a new woman, and she had this crazy good brand on her stomach, like a tattoo.
Yeah.
That was, I thought, the coolest part ever. She
I mean-
got up and she was like ready to
She's
kick
like,
ass.
yeah.
All right, I'm good.
Right? Yeah, she's ready to kick ass.
Yeah.
So then what happened?
Just like the Phoenix.
Sorry.
New year, new me.
Exactly. As the Phoenix.
Her guts
Correct.
flattened and she had perfect abs again. Yep.
Yep.
And
All up
her
in her
back
guts.
and her back had no hole in it. But
She
I
didn't
think
have
that
any, yeah.
I think the back got healed whenever the branch burned
Oh,
and
yeah.
cauterized.
Yeah,
thought
so,
about that, too.
so we thought
Peeling
about
the
this
scab.
because there was no like
Chencho said peeling the scab off.
nothing wrong with her back.
Yeah.
Right? So we are like, what happened there? And then we thought, okay, maybe while the tree was burning, it sort of like healed her back.
It had
like
to have.
it cauterized her back.
cauterized her back. That's the only like illogical, logical explanation. I mean, obviously the whole movie is like very fake. There's a lot of stuff.
Sure.
But it's a movie, so
Yeah.
Carlos wants everything to be real,
No, not real. Just fucking make it
consistent.
consistent. That shit pisses me off.
I mean, she did the best she could.
Who?
The writer, it was a woman.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. I just get kind of angry.
Ooh. Yes.
The writer-director was a woman.
She's a woman.
So this was about.
Fuck, it all makes sense.
Yeah, this was about.
I knew that.
Sure.
I
This
knew
was
that.
about. This was about.
I love
female
women.
empowerment.
I really love women directors when they do horror movies. It just makes me so happy that women are fucked up. like that, and they could write shit like that.
100% we're fucked up like that. Like,
Well,
don't
now
even
I
think for a
fucking know
minute.
about
We are.
you.
Not all of us are like prim and proper and normal. You'll learn to love us. So what happens?
So when I fixed the script, oh man, I would have been there. I'm like, hey, they just shot this motherfucker in the head, and they showed the back of the headrest getting blown out, but they fucking show him getting into the truck, and there's no fucking hole in the headrest.
No hole or blood on the headrest.
Or blood.
Sure.
You know what else?
Like-
Today I was reading IMDb because after you brought it up, I was like, I want to see what else is fucked up with this.
I should have looked it up. I didn't.
There's also no hole in the front windshield after she shoots him.
You're right.
So
It
there's
was
no
not cracked.
Yeah, there's
or
no
anything.
hole in the. She shoots him
Come
through the
on.
windshield, but there's no holes in the windshield.
But you know what? Maybe she had a limited budget, and she couldn't fucking do everything herself.
Yeah.
Or maybe if I thought, like no one's gonna notice that. That was so good. Whatever.
They've never fucking met me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's some pretty crazy shit. Like it's a gory movie. Like there's a lot of good practical effects, a lot of good blood, no CGI. It's like they did a really good with all the like blood pumping effects and the tubes and like just the amount. But I mean, like in the reality, like you're talking about, she shoots the one guy in the shoulder.
That would have blew his arm off.
Oh, dude. You
Yeah.
hit somebody with a slug in the shoulder, 12-gauge slug, he's not... That dude's done.
Yeah.
That dude would not have been,
Yeah.
like, chasing after her anymore. He would have
He was
not
fine though, and he
gone.
tied his sock around his arm.
Yeah.
Like no bigs. And then
His
he just
blood
carried
trail...
on.
So there's 2 times where it shows a blood trail. One where they're tracking her.
Yeah.
Just going 10 feet bleeding that much, you're done.
And one where she's tracking him, and then one where she's tracking the guy in the house at the end. The sheer amount of blood on the floor, if that came out of your body, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, so,
100%.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of exaggeration, it's over the top kind of stuff like that, but I still loved it. I liked the whole premise of the movie.
I've lost 2 pints of blood going to a hospital, and they were like, you're fucking dead. Are you still alive?
Yeah.
So whenever I see shit like that,
gallons.
You're like, no.
yes,
Like literal
I'm like,
gallons, yeah. Yeah, but I don't even care. I know that stuff, I just suspend like reality on that kind of stuff because it's a movie.
I can't do
Because
it.
cinematically,
But you do for sci-fi
it makes-
movies all the time.
Yeah.
And
It
then you
makes for a
get
good
mad
time.
at people whenever they're like, oh, well, this was stupid whenever he beamed up to the Starship Enterprise, but there was a fly in there and he turned into a half fly or whatever you
What
talk
movie
about.
was that?
I don't know.
I want to see that movie.
I don't know. And people will bitch about it and you'll be like, it's a movie!
Yeah, but I'm
Batman?
talking. No, listen.
I'm listening.
If you're gonna make a movie about a woman getting
all ears.
revenge on dudes that fucking rape her, which could really
Raped
happen.
her.
No, I'm gonna say rape.
Grape.
Hard R, rape. If you're gonna make a movie about a woman getting revenge on guys that raped her, which can happen in real life, fucking make it real. That's all I'm saying.
If I transport
I mean-
Jeff Goldblum with a fly, that
What do
can
you
happen
mean? You
in real
mean
life.
no? Make it the continuity go with the flow.
It's
where
not-
you
it's-
don't have to.
It's not even the reality. It's not like, oh, he got hit with a
I don't even
shotgun
care about
slug.
the blood and shit. Just keep up with this shit.
You're just upset about how many little things didn't, like
A
the
few
headrest
I can
and
handle,
the,
but
like,
that many, that shit pisses me off.
it's a lot.
It's a lot. It was
and
a
I
lot.
didn't realize how many it was. Like, did you know at the very end? I saw this IMDb after you were bitching. At the very end, when she gets back into the house and shoots him in the stomach, and he probably wouldn't have.
No, he would have it would have blew the whole side of his body off.
But
that's cool because it's just
He wouldn't have survived. Yeah.
But apparently, and I want to go back and watch it now on IMDb on one of the goof things, which is huge for this movie. It says that the wound changes from his right side to his left side.
Does it?
I didn't
Does
know that.
It's like the makeup guy is literally applying it to the wrong side of his body for one of the shoots. Like, how
Did I not
crazy would
notice that?
It says that in IMDb it says that happens. I didn't notice it, but
didn't
that's a
notice it.
crazy ass part anyway. So, and then they're talking about like, oh, blood was spilled here on the floor, but then the next scene there's not blood there. There's a lot of those in this movie.
But there's so much blood everywhere.
I know.
Like, I didn't notice.
I I did find.
But crazy ass movies. If it's a crazy, like I'm watching a fucking Bigfoot movie or something,
But this was supposed
and
to
I'm
be
like,
serious.
Bigfoot doesn't
and that's
have
what,
fucking claws.
Yeah.
He has regular
Sure.
toenails. I'm not gonna fucking be like,
But
did you see Bigfoot has claws?
But
Bigfoot
because
doesn't
it-
have claws.
because this-
'Cause I don't fucking know if he has claws or toenails.
But because this was based on eating grapes and revenge, you like wish it was more like they kept the continuity.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
But I thought it was all right. I liked her getting revenge. It was badass. I was actually happy when she'd kill him because you fucking dirty dirtbag.
Yeah.
But there's like crazy stuff like like the first guy she kills before she heals herself, the Dimitri guy, she stabs him in the eye. I guess there's some like discrepancies there, like he's stabbed in the right eye, but then all of a sudden it's in the left eye or something.
She stabs. So I feel like she stabbed both eyes, and she left the knife in one eye, like the right eye.
But then when it shows him again, she's
That
pulling
shit,
it out
that makeup
again.
was
Pulling it
badass.
out.
But it's in the wrong eye,
Regardless, the
supposedly.
makeup was badass.
Dude, okay, yeah. So
Let's talk about how he was
he's-
underwater for like not even one day.
He was underwater for like
but
3 or 4
like I said,
hours.
it was hot. I don't know what happens to a body that's hot in the water.
Well, yeah, he's underwater for like
Think about it. I mean,
a couple hours.
wait,
but he
where was
looks
it? Where was this at? Where was this? Where were
Filmed?
they supposed to be?
Morocco.
Morocco.
Not filmed in Morocco. Where were they supposed to be?
Probably Morocco.
I think Morocco, because they were speaking
I
French.
don't know how fucking hot
So-
it gets there.
I think
So
it's hot.
But like, even if you're in the water, for 3-4 hours. You're not going to be bloated like you've been in the water
No.
for like a week.
His whole head
But it
expanded
was cool
to
looking.
like 3 times the size.
But
it was cool.
The makeup
He
was
looked like
really
the main.
good.
He looked like the
Agreed.
main General Orc in Return of the King.
Yeah.
There's no way that would
The
have
one that
happened
like
overnight.
kind of like
Yeah,
steps
I'm
off.
a big nerd. I love Lord of the Rings. Me and Doug. That's how we bonded.
I love Lord of the Rings too. I bought Jamie a pillowcase of Legolas, if we're gonna be real. Like
I still
anyway.
remember what this.
Jamie said
My
the budget
friend-
was $3 million, so they probably didn't have time for perfect continuity.
Sure.
Or they
$3
did-
million?
That's pretty cheap.
No, that's pretty big budget.
Well, but for what they did, don't you think?
I think that's
Like
pretty-
there
Morocco,
were a
$3
lot
million
of good.
in Morocco is like 15 million.
But it was filmed. It was filmed with a French crew.
You know, so we're talking euros.
Yeah,
French.
We're talking euros. That's a lot. How much was renting the house and the helicopter? Probably a lot.
Man, yeah, helicopter rides are expensive.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I want to say about this. I feel like because we're disagreeing so much that it like makes me sad.
Are we disagreeing that much?
Me and Carlos are. We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
usually
I'm like-
disagree.
Okay. Well, okay.
I mean, look where we can't even look at each other in the eyes anymore.
It's upsetting.
Actually, one eye's facing one way, one eye's facing the other way.
But okay, so the in the movies, I just want to point out a lot of stuff between these two movies that I noticed. One, everyone's getting shot with a shotgun in both movies.
Mm-hmm.
Martyrs and maybe that's
Yeah.
What? You want more?
Doug is our bartender who maybe needs to make us
What
more.
do you want? Pineapple tequila? Raz, what do you want?
Whatever's easy.
I mean, pineapple tequila is
I'll drink
really
it.
easy.
I might get sick later, but it's totally fine. Jamie, can we order a pizza? For later. So it's Gina Fool says, I don't think they intended
Of course
for
we
their.
can. We're endorsed by Little Caesars.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we are. We're right? Like square pizzas. I don't think they intended for there to be some inconsistencies. So, sure, I don't think that's ever the intention, right? But it's one of those things where they maybe don't think anyone notices.
Pepperoni pineapple.
Love pepperoni pie.
Yes,
Wait,
Jamie.
Carlos is making the same face he's making about
The
Revenge
movie?
right now, so I don't know.
You loved Revenge, right? You loved it. We were watching you last night.
So
Thank you.
No, you know what? Saying I hated it was
So both.
I just think it's just he's really,
Well, so
really fun.
if you suspend all of the inconsistencies and all that, what do you think about like the makeup and stuff?
Oh yeah, that was cool.
It was
The
good,
makeup
right?
was phenomenal.
I guess for the
music,
budget.
What about the music? The music was good, dude. The cinematography in this movie, I thought, was awesome. I mean, they had some really, really good shots. The editing, where they did some like quick editing stuff, there was some really that made you feel creepy. Like, especially during the tripping scene, where she's like tripping and there's like some flashing stuff, and like, dude, they blew her head off. Like in the tripping scene, remember he walks in with a shotgun and boom,
That was a
her
good-
head
that
just
was a good scene.
explodes. Like that's like they had some really good makeup for a $3 million.
They really
budget.
did. That was undeniable. Don't you agree? Like, I mean, we saw, like, remember when her ear got shot off?
That I really liked that because
Really
it looked
good.
cool. It looked like
Oh
it was
yeah,
really
they blew
good.
it. Yeah, the guy shoots at her.
The
You can
guy
see the earring, that
who
was cool.
stepped into the glass.
Yeah.
His
Oh
foot.
my god, that
I
part.
loved how they took that and just ran with it.
Oh
like,
my God.
his foot was bleeding for days.
Dude, he's reaching there trying to pull.
That made me cringe.
Oh my God.
Oh.
He's pulling the glass out, glass piece after piece. His foot's bleeding. He's driving. He's stepping on the brake pedal in his car
Yeah.
with his foot, and it's just squirting
That,
blood.
but you know that was another inconsistency. He stepped on the brake pedal, but the gas is going.
Okay, see that I didn't notice.
Did you
but
notice
sure,
that?
Sure.
I did notice that too.
Yeah, every time he stepped on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Jamie says,
use the restroom.
can
Okay.
you guys address Bible references that Gina's mentioning? She said, there's a lot of references to the Bible and resurrection. Yeah, but there's also a lot of references to Dumbledore's bird. Like it's a phoenix rising.
True that.
True that. Dumbledore. Secrets.
I guess maybe when she fell on the tree, she was stretched
Yeah,
out.
she did. Whenever she
Like
hit the tree,
Jeebus?
she was like that. And then she like came back to
Like
the next
Jeebus, I'll
day.
be back.
Okay, where are you going? You out?
Did
Peace
I say I
out.
was going somewhere?
No.
No, there's more. The burning tree, burning bush. Yeah.
This
Isn't
is
there-
true, Gina.
The
This
burning
is
bush. Isn't it herpes?
true. I mean, maybe.
Man, that is messed up. Carlos is stepping away for a minute, and we don't want to have an empty chair, so.
We have someone to fill in. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
What's up?
This
What's
is
up?
Lyric.
Hi, Eric.
How's everything going? You're like a secret surprise guest. Like all of a sudden. So, have you seen Revenge?
I saw the first half. But
You haven't seen, but you haven't seen it. You haven't seen the whole thing.
no, I just saw like the first couple minutes. I think I left when she gets impaled.
Oh, that's pretty early on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good part.
Yeah,
She gets impaled. Okay.
yeah, that's pretty early
And then I
on.
was like, I gotta go. I don't want to go, but I gotta go.
But wasn't it so good that you wanted
Oh,
to stay?
Yes.
and,
Yes, she wanted to
and
stay.
the apple.
The apple. Oh, the apple.
But I mean, that's just an apple. I don't know. Gina. I don't get it.
What quote in French, Gina? It's
Yeah.
Gina Fu.
Is Gina Fu?
Which quote?
I don't know.
I don't remember the quote. Do you?
No. I try not to look for biblical references in my movies.
Same. Typically, I don't. The apple represents Adam and Eve.
But
Sure.
I mean, how does that represent it in this? Like original sin, like she didn't listen. I mean, she's the one who picked up the apple and ate it herself. She didn't try to give it to some guy or anything. I don't know.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
I don't
where
want
we're
to
going.
read any of that into there
Okay. We could skip right over it.
because I don't believe it.
Yeah.
But
What else?
Also in Martyrs and Revenge, there's rich people who want to kill people with this no feelings about it whatsoever.
Right.
It's like if you're rich, you can just kill people and it's fine.
Do whatever you want.
Um,
It doesn't matter.
yeah, it's crazy. Both movies, somebody trips balls. I mean, one of them trips because they eat peyote. The other one trips because they get their skin peeled off. But they both like go into some crazy trip.
Yep.
Essentially the same thing.
Yeah,
though.
same thing. Peel your skin off, eat peyote. I don't care.
Yeah.
Both movies had a broken nose.
Yeah, we were talking about how, like, yes, in both movies there's a broken nose.
Yeah.
The makeup is great in both movies, but we feel like it was superior in Martyrs.
Oh, yeah. It looked like a real, like...
It was crazy good.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
I don't know. Jamie, can you look up to see what the budget was for Martyrs? I feel like that had to be pretty... high compared, like, with some of the stuff they did in there, I would think.
Yeah.
But so they probably had more more budget for makeup and
They
stuff.
must have.
But Gina grew up Catholic, so she notices it all. Yeah, they teach you that. Catholics have that whole, like, other Bible.
Catholic school.
I don't know if it's a Bible, but it's like a book of rules and symbolism
And all this stuff stands out to you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You got to go to something. It starts with a C.
Catechism?
Yes. Is that it?
Yes.
Is that it? Okay, catechism.
Does that sound right? Everyone who's
I
Catholic.
knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Catechism.
So Martyrs their budget was
Oh, wow.
$2.92 million.
But
Also similar.
But that's also 10 years earlier.
But also, maybe they just knew how to handle their money.
That could be. Lyric is actually... Lyric's going to bring in some knowledge because she's a film student currently.
Yeah.
And
In
she's
current
like...
times.
Wait, did you go to film school too?
I went to film school.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm not going to reveal my age, but it was a long time ago.
I'm just...
Nothing's relevant anymore from my times.
Man, I feel like a loser. I watch movies.
It's perfectly good that you watch movies.
I own some
Everything
movies,
I
but-
learned is a moot point now.
Yeah.
So whatever.
I mean, you can just watch Studio Binder. It's basically the same thing.
It like teaches you how to do
It's
movies.
like a free YouTube subscription or like $50,000 a year. It's
It's
like
the same.
kinda,
So there used to be the guy on YouTube called No Film School, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's still doing videos. Man, that dude, he's like, oh, you want a $10,000 trolley? Oh no, here I can make it for $50 with some PVC and duct tape.
no film.
And some old rollerblade
Totally.
wheels.
Whatever works,
Yeah, so
Whatever
2.9 million went further in 2007 for sure. Yeah, it's a 10-year difference, so it's probably under our current inflation. That's like $50 million nowadays.
Yeah, we'll call it 50 million. It's like the same.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Look up inflation.
I mean, definitely that's probably like at least double. I'd say it's probably a $5 million budget today.
Right.
I mean, probably. And
It's good.
yeah, although now everything's cheaper as far as like equipment.
Yeah. It was so different
Yeah.
back then. There are options now.
Yeah, there are LED lights.
You can make things
Cheap-ass
cheaply.
LED lights.
Sure.
Look at these lights behind us. This purple. That used to. I'd have to. Blue and purple. I used to would have had to have like some can lights with some real gels in front of them.
We
It'd
got
be
some like bylighting.
It'd be like, yeah, it'd be like 900 degrees behind us, but now it's just like some $100 LEDs that I can control from my phone.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I hope the viewers appreciate it. Emily said that it looked like, when I was showing her our latest video, that it looked like this was a green screen back here because it looks too perfect. But
This is real,
it's not.
guys.
This is real.
This is real. I
Yeah,
could
see,
touch.
I go out of
something.
focus.
I could reach back and touch a tape, a VHS tape.
See, my hand's purple. Oh, I didn't realize the light was actually in the shot. Oh my god. Continuity.
Embarrassing.
Oh my god. If Carlos sees this, we didn't see that part. He's gonna be like, the light was in the shot. Our show sucks.
It's upsetting.
It is.
That's the script supervisor's job. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Also, the other thing that was in both movies. The one girl, Lucy, cuts her back up. It doesn't bleed.
Yeah.
And Jen falls on the stake and doesn't bleed.
Yeah, there's no blood.
There's no blood on the backs. Also,
Yes.
whenever he gets shot, whenever Jen like shoots him through the window and just blows his guts out, it doesn't come out the back at all.
No.
A shotgun slug would have just took this whole area.
There's
away.
something about, like, in Revenge, how nothing comes out the back.
Yeah,
like, nothing
it's too
just-
expensive.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's a $4 million budget.
Sure. They're not revealing anything from the backside. So we're just rolling with that, where it's fine.
Do you have a drink? Do you need it?
Would you like
I
another
need a
drink?
drink.
Do you have a
Let's
glass?
I have
get
glass
Lyric a
over
drink.
there.
Grab your glass and I'll make
Grab
you
a
a drink.
glass. We'll make a drink.
The empty one.
Jamie, can you grab that glass, please, as a producer?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. What would you like? Pineapple and tequila?
Anything with tequila.
Okay. Terramana. Simply the best. Oh, man.
Ooh.
We're running low here.
It's the end of it.
The Rock's not going to be happy.
Just make it Long Island. Just kidding. Please don't do that.
It's so much easier for you now if you're just mixing two things, right? Cool.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Dang.
Yeah, so, Revenge, I thought it was great. I'm glad Carlos left. Dude, he went out to his trailer, huh?
I think he's in his trailer.
He's upstairs talking to his mammy.
He just
Wait, what do you guys call mammy in Spanish?
Mama?
Mama? Is that what it is, really? Mama?
Mama? Madre?
Madre? Okay, he's upstairs talking to his madre.
He left us. It's cool though.
He
It's
got
cool.
mad. I think he got mad because
Yeah,
we were talking about we
he
liked Revenge, and he was
Pulled
like,
me aside and he said, I can't work like this.
holy shit.
What? So much drama, Carlos.
He's pissed about, like, Revenge. I don't know. I thought he liked it. When I
too.
was looking at him,
It's because he doesn't like revenge, but he likes avenge.
he likes to avenge
Yeah.
things, but he doesn't like to read.
That's why his favorite movie is The Avengers.
I know. Dude, the thing that's fucked up is, like, people don't realize about Carlos. He looks all tough. He's got these face tattoos and stuff. I'm going to talk shit because he's not here and he's not going to watch this anyways afterwards. But, like, you know, like, one of his favorite bands is Lady Gaga. Like, I'm not even kidding. When we were watching Revenged. Not Revenged. When we were watching Revenge, after we were done, we were just kind of talking and scrolling through, watching, like, upcoming things and trailers. For 1 second, I was like, oh, fuck. There's A Star Is Born. He's gonna fucking watch that trailer again. And I was just like, dude, if he watches fucking A Star Is Born trailer again, I'm just gonna be like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm just gonna bounce, because, like, dude, I can't watch this shit. He makes me watch it, like, nearly every day. We'll be at the shop,
Hey.
and he'll be like, hey,
you know what?
Did you really watch it last time? Because you still say you don't want to see it. And I'm like,
All I
dude,
have to say is he's goo for Gaga.
dude, he is goo for Gaga.
Word. You wouldn't guess it, right?
No, with all them face tattoos. And this motherfucker is like, la la, ooh la la. Every time I fucking, like, I'll come into the shop sometimes, and that shit is jamming.
And you
What's
know
the
what?
other one?
Whenever we confront him, you know
Dude.
what he says?
What?
He said, I was born this way.
Does he? Dude, what a fucking dude. And you know what? He will never let anybody know. We're letting everybody know it now, and they're like, whenever he walks back in, we gotta shut the fuck up. I know we won't watch this, like, so it doesn't matter, but like, so the other what was the other one? When we did karaoke at the shop before COVID, we did a couple karaoke's. He kept being like, sing Lady Gaga, and he wanted me to sing Poker Face. I finally sang it, but I'm like, God dang, this dude won't shut up about Poker Face.
You had to. Does
That's a true story, by the way.
I believe you. But does everyone here know how good you are at karaoke?
Probably not.
Oh, dear God. Doug
I think we
is
need
the master of karaoke.
I think we need to do like a special karaoke
Dude,
episode.
if we a
We should.
karaoke episode would be great. It'd be so good.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen.
Yeah. But does it have to be horror themed? Like, I'll be like, okay, here we go.
I mean, we
That's
had,
like the whole song.
I'd be into that. I'd be
Okay.
into that.
you know what? Yeah. We had our ASMR horror episode.
Oh, yeah. We did some ASMR one time.
Oh, really?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have some nails?
I do have nails
Here, do
today.
it. Do it.
I have the.
So,
Dude, we just got so many new followers. For ASMR.
We got like 50,000 followers.
Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Is that out of the shot? Kind of. It's good enough. That was really hard to lower and raise and lower there. That was probably so loud.
It's taxing.
It's like... People are probably like, what the fuck is going on here?
Cool.
Oh my god.
So, did we get everything out we wanted to say about Revenge?
I don't know. Let's see. Revenge, yeah. I really liked the all the gore, like I said before. That stuff, I thought a lot of the stuff, like him digging the glass out of his foot, holy shit, like that kind of nearly made me sick because of my industrial accident I had in my finger that Carlos makes fun of. Chopped my hand all up and like I could see inside my own body, and that's and whenever they show that glass thing, I'm like, holy shit, that literally, like they had like the fatty, and I mean it was so gross.
It was good though. They did a great job.
Yeah.
And it was like it lasted forever. That scene was so long. It
lasted like I was like, oh my god, when's it gonna stop?
It was so long. He kept going in there to grab the glass.
He got it out. That was good.
Yeah.
And then like her, whenever she finally gets the unicorn horn out of her stomach, and it's like before she cauterizes it.
Yeah.
It's like just like pumping blood.
It was pumping blood out when she pulled it out.
Good.
Yeah. They did a great job.
This is good. Like I'm really, we talk about a lot how we don't like CGI horror stuff, and I think I think this stuff really, I don't know. I really liked how they did the prosthetics and the blood pumping, and then like, man, the amount of blood they used in the house at the end. That's like, I mean, it's like
it's obscene.
Dead alive obscene.
Yeah.
Like it's like crazy.
I loved it though. Did you not love it?
No, I did.
Yeah, it's obscene.
Great.
It's just fantastic.
At the end, whenever he's all like, oh, and he's coming after her.
Yeah.
Did his face look like American Psycho guy?
Little bit.
What's his name?
Christian Bale.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the
character's name. I don't remember the character's name right now.
No.
Jamie.
I can't remember his name, but Patrick Bateman. Yeah, okay, it was Bateman. So yeah, it was weird the way he was like making his face look, and when he was running, it was like kind of had blood and stuff on it. It's like, he kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
It said, if you can throw that, Chincho says, if you can throw that budget and effort for realistic blood and gore on any one movie that you think failed in that department, what would y'all pick? Oh, man. I wish that, and it worked for this movie, but I wish that whenever they made Zombieland,
I was thinking about that today.
I wish they would have... Oh, Carlos is back.
Sorry, I was in my trailer.
I wish that they would make...
Night of the Creeps.
What, Night of the Creeps? I wish that they made that have a little more realistic gore. Because everything was CGI. And I... Or the majority
what's one
of
thing
it.
I hate about? What's the worst thing I hate? CGI.
Fire.
Fetuses.
No, you know this. What am I always bitching about? It's CGI.
Any blood.
Blood.
Yeah, that's
Just
what we were.
blood?
That's what we were talking about. I know you were upstairs, but that's what we were saying. Yeah, I that's what I think. Like, I think that
My mom
zombie.
defrosted the meatloaf, so I'll eat some meatloaf real quick.
I think Zombieland could have had some better stuff if they. I like whenever they throw the blood on the camera with CGI sometimes.
Yeah.
If they do it like.
That makes it look kind of real.
Like lightly, but only if it's mixed with real practical effects. But like Zombieland, I would say Chincho. I'd say if anything, that would be the one that I personally would have replaced CGI stuff with realistic blood and gore. Which, I mean, that's a comedy anyways. It worked for that, but, you know, I don't know. What's your worst CGI one that you would have had them fixed? Blood and gore.
Mummy 2.
The Mummy 2. Oh my god, you're talking about like the Scorpion, the fake Scorpion King? Oh, wait, was that
you were gonna bring
the
that
Scorpion
up.
King 3?
I knew you were gonna bring that up. I knew you were gonna bring that
The
up.
Rock? Why did they CGI The Rock? That's fucking some garbage.
They could have just put him in a fake Scorpion outfit.
Why wasn't he there?
Exactly.
No, do you know why he wasn't there? Was he too busy doing other stuff?
Like bringing the heat or something?
Bringing the heat?
Yeah.
He was probably cooking.
I don't know.
What is this? Do you know his Rock?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know what the Rock is cooking?
He's cooking up something.
Fettuccine Alfredo. He's cooking up some
Maybe a
fettuccine
stir
Alfredo.
fry?
I couldn't
Hungry.
smell it.
Maybe some stir fry, some chicken fried rice.
I don't know.
Can we put an order in, like a DoorDash order in this food right now?
You want some meatloaf? My mom made meatloaf.
Yeah, if
It's
there's
frozen
mommy meatloaf, I would eat it.
Mom! meatloaf!
Mommy
What?
meatloaf?
What is your mom's name? I know I ask this all the time. Is it Lucia?
Lucia.
Lucia?
Gutierrez
It's
Guzman.
like Susia. It's like Susia with an L.
Sucia Lucia.
Sucia.
Did they used to call her Sucia Lucia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's tight. Well, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say about these movies. Unless you guys have anything else.
No, I think we're in
don't?
good shape. That was great. I feel like we got all our feelings out.
Yeah.
About
I
the
mean,
movies.
I was kind of amazed when Carlos stormed off like that. Because he was
He
so
was
upset
hungry
about
for
this movie.
meatloaf. But it's
Actually, I was running upstairs because Lady Gaga tickets went on sale for Austin. So I had to go see if I can grab some. Sorry, I have to watch I missed all what you were saying earlier.
cool. Big fan here. Big fan.
So, well, I don't know.
Why are you laughing?
I think
Gaga?
No, we're
VIP?
serious.
I think that's pretty much it for me. Unless you guys have anything else to add.
No, I'm good. That was great.
I'm good. I'm
Hey,
glad.
what are we watching next week again? I forgot the name of the movies.
I don't know. You mean in 2 days?
Hell. Oh yeah. Fuck.
Hellbound? No.
Hellbound?
Hellraiser? No.
Hellbound. No,
Hellbound?
Hell.
Hellman? Hellwoman? Hellperson Witch? Hellwitch? Hellwitch? Hellman?
Hellbender?
Hellbender.
Hellbender. And what's the other one?
Was there another one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
I think I know you. You're in the forest.
you're in the
and some
forest
kind
and
of
you
witch.
think you know me and I'm right by.
Oh, the one with Numi, right?
Yeah.
Numi.
Numi Rapace.
Yes. What is that called? I'm Not Alone?
In the forest?
There's no forest in the title.
Oh.
But I think it's I'm Not Alone.
I'm not alone. So yeah, we'll be back Wednesday and we're going to talk about I'm Not Alone and
Oh, I think we got it.
Hellbender.
Hold on.
2 things. You won't be alone.
Be alone.
How did I got my anger out? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you stormed off.
He
got
did some.
mad?
He did
I don't
some.
know. I saw the religious thing and I kind of just was like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm going to go
Yeah.
eat some of my mom's meatloaf.
He had some retail there.
My mom, Panchota, that's her name.
Okay.
I thought it was
well,
Susia Lucia.
Yeah,
I know,
Yeah.
right? Just
I'm
names.
gonna. Well, she no, like seriously. If we go upstairs and I say, "Hey, Susia Lucia," is she gonna like freak?
dude, that was her heyday when she used to go to the cumbias and shit, dude.
She might bring
She's
out
all
the
fucking-
chancla
Yeah.
if you use that on there.
Hit me with the chocolate.
Yeah.
Dude, she has fucking chocolate nunchucks, dude.
All these white people don't know what you're talking about. I only know because I've been around you enough.
They'll learn. It's fine.
Okay, well, I think that's
you're
good.
officially from-
I think we need to go upstairs and get some meatloaf.
We're hungry for
Raz
meatloaf.
is really hungry.
So hungry.
Does she put ketchup all over the top and like chopped onions?
She only does half because I don't like ketchup on my meatloaf.
Okay.
What? All good.
Fucking gross.
Well, I think
Ketchup
we're
only goes on
good.
tamales.
Does it?
No, fuck no.
He puts mustard on everything. Mustard and
Really? Wow.
pepper.
Mustard
So
and pepper.
half the meatloaf is ketchup and onions, half of it is mustard and pepper.
Wow.
I
That's
mean,
unique.
I like mustard and pepper. It's a very Texas thing.
Is
Okay,
it?
Doug puts goddamn tahini on it.
Don't you remember that the
I'm sorry,
well, you don't know.
tahini.
Why wasn't
Somebody
there
made fun of me
tahini on
saying
this?
that I said it white.
Oh.
It's tahini.
Used to, you could get a mustard
Tahini.
Whopper, but in other places around the country,
The
they call that
Homestyle
a
burger?
Texas Whopper.
The Homestyle burger from McDonald's. It's a mustard fucking flooded with pepper. Sometimes you can ask for, hey, instead of regular mustard on that double cheeseburger, can I get the Homestyle mustard?
That's just cholesterol. That's too much cholesterol. Don't eat.
Jamie, order us a pizza.
Okay, well,
Anyway.
I think we're done. We got to go get Raz a pizza and some home fries.
Home fries. I'm
And
into it.
I guess we'll see you next week. Until then,
Wednesday.
choose your own path.
Damn, that was fucking...
Damn, I snuck
Thanks,
one last in.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.